Hey yo, we about to spoil the beans. Bunch of movies you never seen. From Titanic, Gone Girl, Infinity, War and Creed. Got the homie Deric Coastin' finna tell you where he's seen. From the beginning and everything in between. Man, we finna spoil the beans, dog. With Sam and the Sun, got the whole team, dog. We get it poppin' from Memphis to AZ, dog. Welcome to the audio version of AMC, dog. We gon' spoil the beans, y'all.
We are alive.
We're alive.
We're fucking alive, bro. And my brother from another mother named Mosina, not Elaine.
No.
He's right here.
Hey.
His mom's name Mosina. My mom's named Elaine.
Yep.
And that is what this podcast is about.
Right,
Who's
right.
your mom and what's her name? No, it's not. It's about the Super Bowl because it's
Right.
fucking Super Bowl Saturday before the Sunday. What's
is.
up, dog?
Oh, yeah,
We're dropping this. This comes out
The day before?
the day before.
Yes.
Super Bowl Saturday for the Sunday.
Yes.
That's what I call this episode.
Oh, I'm so sad about it.
Why? What happened? What happened?
We didn't even. It's another thing if we lost.
Who's
but it's
we?
like the Niners, but it's like, damn, we didn't.
What happened in the night? I don't
Our
know what happened
quarterbacks
in the
died.
night. How did that happen?
Every single quarterback died. It was awful. It was awful.
To what team?
The Eagles.
What team?
The Eagles.
Oh, that's in Philadelphia or something?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then you know what?
damn.
You know what I hate about it? All these Eagles fans talking about like this is what happens when you play like this is what would have happened anyway. It's like, hey, no, our quarterback was gone. That's not what happened anyway.
I will give them this, that it wasn't just Eagles fans saying that. It was like sports pundits
Yeah,
saying
everyone was saying that. Like, hey, like we didn't have this amazing quarterback for the last 8 weeks of the season, and then when he got injured, we started sucking. Dude, Josh Johnson dropped a straight up regular hike, a regular snap, dropped it, and then didn't fall on it.
And you know what's crazy that the Eagles did not bring up?
Yeah.
And that no one brought up? Before Josh Johnson went out, who was sucking dog shit, mind you.
Yeah, it was 7-7.
It was a game.
It was a game. It was a game.
It was a fucking game, bro.
Yeah.
So before the Eagles 100, and I mean 100%, not 99.9, before they 100% knew, oh, they can't throw the ball no more.
Right.
It was a fucking game,
game
bro.
still.
And Josh Johnson was playing. And, I mean, literally, he played like 5 snaps, and it was
Dog shit.
I think the worst 5 snaps. I think he.
Dog shit. You know what's crazy? It was a game until he dropped the fumble. You guys had that's how long it was.
Even then,
a game.
still was a game.
No. After that, it was over. But like,
No. But when he got hurt, it was over.
Yes.
Bro, there was so much time left on the clock, and they were not up all the points they were up yet.
No.
Let's just say, sake of argument, that y'all would have, Brock was number 1, Josh number 2, and y'all did have a third string nigga.
Right. If the game wouldn't have been over.
The game would not have been over.
Game would
That's
not have been
all
over.
I'm trying to say.
Absolutely. They act like us not having 2 quarterbacks was like, oh, well, clearly we're going to win anyway. It's like, no, that's not how that works. And you know what? Brock is healthy next year, and we're going to play the Eagles in the regular season, and I want us to destroy them. I want us to destroy them just so they know. Like,
Even
hey,
if it's y'all's only win?
yeah.
Even if y'all went 1-16?
Yeah, just like, hey, look, this quarterback was, well, if we went 1-16, that's a whole different thing.
Wait,
But
you wouldn't want that win still?
I would definitely want that win, but I don't think we go 1-16. Think about this: with 0 quarterback, we kept it a game until the second
That's
half.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, with the Eagles. So it's like we can win more than one game next
With
year.
the best defense in football.
Yeah, we can win more than one game next year.
Well, top 3 defensive football.
Yeah,
Between y'all and the Cowboys.
yeah. But yeah, dude, to act like that game wasn't like it didn't change completely when he got injured is insane.
Well, you know why it doesn't matter?
Because the Chiefs are gonna win.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I want the Chiefs to boat race them. Let them know. Let them know.
I was about to say I'd love that, but then it's like, no, I'd actually hate that.
I would love it.
You'd also kind of hate that. They would ruin it.
I would love it.
Bro,
No,
you
I
know
would
you want a
love
good
it.
game. Why are you lying?
No, I want
You're such a liar.
I want the Chiefs to boat race the Eagles. I do because of this narrative of just.
So you want a boring Super Bowl?
Yes, where the Chiefs dominate. Absolutely.
You really want that in your heart.
I
You want a boring day tomorrow.
You see. I forgot it's tomorrow. I was like, you mean Sunday? No, but yeah. I forgot it's Super Bowl Sunday.
It's Super Bowl Saturday. No, Super Bowl Saturday before the Sunday.
Super Bowl Saturday.
Every
before the
podcast does this. How do you not know about this?
But yeah, I want them to fucking boat race them. All
right, what's your final score? Honest prediction.
Honest prediction is probably
Yes.
going to be like 31-17, really.
I mean, that's a blowout.
No, but it's like
That's a blowout.
It's gonna be one of those games where it's like the score didn't indicate how close the game was. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's gonna be one of those games.
Oh, like until the fourth quarter, it was 19-17, and then
Yeah.
the Chiefs went boop, 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 and won.
Yeah. But at the end, too, you know,
Or Jalen throws like a pick six
or
or
like, you know what I mean? Like the Eagles go for a Hail Mary and then fumble return. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna be one of those games where the score isn't gonna indicate how close it actually was.
Who's your Super Bowl MVP?
Mahomes.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
I think Chiefs win.
Right.
I think it's a close game
Okay.
because the Eagles are very good. I will give. I don't know what. It's
I
like
want
you
them
forgot
to,
that.
I want them to boat race them.
But you know they're good.
I know they're good, but I want them to get.
And not just good. They're actually very good.
Yes, I want them to get boat raced.
And they're going to be better next year, which is why your theory about next year is like, oh, that's going to be harder actually. But
Well, they'll lose people in the D line.
no, but their quarterbacks are getting better.
Yes, that's a fair point.
And that's all you have you not realized that this
That's
nothing else matters?
That's a fair point, but I think we also have a franchise quarterback, and he'll actually get to play.
I'm not saying you don't have a franchise quarterback. I don't think Brock Purdy's better than Jalen Hurts. Even next
No.
year, I don't think Brock Purdy's
Okay,
better
that's
than Jalen
fair.
Hurts.
That's
Is
fair.
that fair?
That's fair. That's fair.
You know what I mean? Like, I think Jalen Hurts is like, oh no, second in MVP for a reason, bro. This guy's clearly very good. And also his jump from last year to this year, I respect that.
Right.
He's double the player. But I think it's gonna be a close game. I think final score 33-30.
Okay.
I think Chiefs win.
Mm-hmm.
I think Jalen Hurts plays incredible. Mm-hmm. Patrick Mahomes plays more incredible.
Mm.
But the Super Bowl MVP, Travis Kelce.
Okay. That's the only other person I think who could be MVP.
I
If
think
the
Travis
Chiefs
Kelce
win.
is going to have a fucking
Game.
whether they win or not. Tomorrow's going to have a game.
Right.
But I think he's going to have a game. Like he's going to have a game, and he's going to catch the game-winning play.
Right.
Not necessarily touchdown.
Right.
But the game-winning. Remember when Kittle caught that one-handed?
Yeah.
That was the game-winning play.
Yeah,
He's gonna have that.
Okay.
So Travis Kelce, whether it be
I see what
touchdown
you're
or not, he is going to make the game-winning play,
I see what you're
and
saying.
go along with, I'm going to say a 11 catch, 147 yard, one touchdown game.
Wow. 147 yards. That's a big number.
Yeah, no, like where it's like, I mean, but he can do it. He's done it before.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Damn, that should be fun. Well, I'm excited. For
Well, my Super Bowl sounds way more exciting than your Super Bowl.
Well, I want a boat race, so of course yours was more exciting.
Yeah,
Mine-
San, say you can hear it. Sam said San is selfish.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, someone say you're acting like a fucky pussy little Niners fan, which I'm not saying that. I would never say that. But some people I've heard say you're acting like a bitch fuck Niners fan who could eat dog shit. I would never say such a thing.
Maybe I am, but also Eagles. You know, at least I have not heard one Eagles fan be like, "Man, that kind of sucked."
Oh, the game sucked? Like, they ruined the game was
No,
ruined?
like that the game was different because our quarterback was out.
Yeah.
I just want one acknowledgement, and since I never got it, fucking Eagles can die.
Well, we are talking about the most rowdy fans in football.
Right. I don't give a shit.
We'll give them that. No, I'm just saying you can acknowledge that these are some would say worst, but by worst they mean best.
Yeah.
Because that's what when you say the worst fans, you mean they're like, oh, they're the best fans because they actually care beyond astronomical sense.
Right.
So I would say you're dealing with the stupidest fan base.
Yes, the stupidest fan base, dog shit city.
No, whoa.
No,
they're not Pittsburgh.
I'm just being
They're
mean.
not
I'm just being-
Cincinnati.
yeah, I'm just
we
being
know
mean.
cities that are.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
they're
just
actually
being
one of the
mean.
better cities. For a football town, you guys actually, because you guys aren't just a football town. That's why. They're not just a football town.
No.
They're Sixers and the Phillies.
Yeah, but it like I said, it also just would be funny if they just lost all the championships this year. That also would be funny because that's on the cards.
If
Philadelphia, it's in the cards right now for them.
wait, the Phillies
Phillies lost the World Series.
to
The Astros.
the Phillies did lose the World
Phillies
Series.
lost the World Series. They lost the MLS Cup, which isn't that big, but like it's still a championship.
They still lost it, and then they're about to lose the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That's done.
Yeah.
And
They could.
bro,
They're not gonna get to the
so
finals.
gonna lose in the divisional. So
They're not
gonna
gonna
lose in the.
They're not gonna make the finals. But what I do
They're not gonna make the conference finals.
No, what I do want is just a miraculous run that all falls apart in the finals.
Well, you're talking about the wrong team.
I know.
Yeah, you're talking about the fucking Eagles now. I mean, see, look, I'm thinking of that shitty team, Sixers.
This is how bad.
No, the Eagles can make a run to the championship. Sixers can't.
This is how badly I want the Philadelphia to lose all four. If the finals were Memphis Sixers, I'm rooting for Memphis.
And we beat y'all.
Yes,
to get there.
I'm still rooting for Memphis over this.
And we beat y'all on some cheap shit, like we ref call. How you feel now? Like we beat y'all in a game 7 from a call. Like on some Saints Ram shit.
Yeah, I'd still want the Eagles. I still want the Sixers to lose.
As fresh as that pain and wound would be.
I'd have to feel it to actually let you know.
Because then you'd be so fucking mad.
I'd be so mad. I'd be so mad.
I'd be so happy.
I'd be so mad. But like I said.
Also, my joy might make you even angrier.
Yeah.
Because my pure joy would be beyond.
Yeah.
That we cheated our way in.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Yeah. It's how dynasty start, baby.
Yeah. But, you know, as I said, I've said this to you many times in the past. Joss sealed your fate when he was like, we got no one to worry about in the West. It's like, bro, I know how fate works.
Well, that was a beautiful switch. That was very well done. If this was undisputed, that was a very good first take.
Yeah.
You got into the next topic very well.
Thank you.
Because we have to talk.
We have to talk about all the trades, especially the trades.
And people are saying, everyone now, that tweet has gone re-viral again today. I don't know if you noticed.
Yes.
Because everyone's bringing it back up.
Yes.
They're like, oh, wow, Josh saying this caused this to happen.
Yeah. It's like, what? But also, like, even if none of this would happen, it's like, outside of it being your team, if you heard another player say that, you'd be like, why are you tempting fate like that? You know what it is? It's the same exact type of thing where in the movie where the cop goes, man, it's my last shift. And you're like, oh, that guy's going to die.
And no, it's a very what else could go wrong?
Yeah. What else?
To say that in the scene. It's a very, God himself could not sink this ship.
Yeah. It's like,
I will admit, Ja Morant's been acting very Billy Zane this year.
I don't know, bro. What is going on with him?
What do you mean he's a gangster?
He's not a gangster. First of all, he's
bro.
Yeah, okay.
If you don't think you don't think like
That's
Tony
fair.
Soprano,
That's fair.
Walter White,
Yeah.
Ja Morant, John Gotti, like you don't, the list goes. Wait, when you don't think a real thug nigga, you don't think starting point guard for the Memphis Grizzlies? Yeah, I don't know what's going on with him right now.
Yeah, because you know, there is a lot of like chatter online about where he grew up or whatever. I don't give a shit about that.
What, South Carolina?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
In his dad's and mom's house?
Yeah.
That's why that one thing of and Clarence lives at home with both parents.
Yeah.
And it's a picture of John. And Clarence's parents have a really good marriage. It's very much he's looking a little bit like Clarence right now.
Yeah, it's like it's like what? Why are we doing this? Just the fact that like the whole Pacers situation.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like wait, what are you doing? Like, even if it was. I'm gonna say it wasn't a gun that they were pointing, and it was just a laser.
It was a red laser. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's insane.
It's insane. You're tripping.
That's insane.
You're acting like you're a gangster.
You're acting like in that moment that you have a gun.
Which is some gangster shit.
Yeah, which is some insane shit to be doing. To the Pacers.
You know where Reggie Miller played.
To the Pacers.
The franchise basketball team.
What? The team that's not even gonna make the playoffs?
But it's also funny to think. It's funny to think like. It's not like you're at a bar and you're just doing it to some random guy.
Right.
Bro, these are also NBA players with execs and like, how do you think everyone on the bus is a multi-millionaire?
Yeah.
Like this isn't, people care.
Yeah.
If you point a red laser at one of them.
Yes.
People are going to care a fucking lot, dog.
Yeah.
This isn't just some, like, cause if you heard like, oh, it's the same story, but it was after the game and it was at a nightclub. You don't know if it's real. And John's like, yo, this isn't real. Then you're kind of believe, you're like, oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Nigga, the GM for the Pacers isn't going to make this story up.
No one's, first of all, the Pacers aren't going to make the story up. No one other team would make that. That's an insane story.
No, they'd be like, bro, Ja was yelling at me and then he got in his car and then some red dots were all on us.
Yeah.
And it's like, who told you this? Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah.
You know, the fucking guard. Like,
yeah, it's a very classic, like, bro, like, you really gotta, it's about the company you keep. Like, you gotta be like, I don't know who his friends are, but right now, it feels like there's no one in his life that'll check him.
Which is insane, because he grew up with two good parents, and his dad's at every game. So it's interesting to have a dad who's at every game, who clearly is in your life heavily.
Yes. Okay, now the question is, like, I wouldn't say his parents are bad, but did he also grow up with the parents that also just let him do what he wanted?
Well, no, they didn't, because he had to play basketball 24/7.
That's a fair point.
You only to be that good. That means all you did all day was play basketball.
Right.
You didn't do anything else.
Right, but like your parents might, you know, I don't fuck.
What's going on, but I know his story. Yeah. His dad was one of those dads.
Okay.
Not like his dad was at every practice, every game.
Right.
Took him to everything.
Right.
To keep him off the streets, they would him and all of his friends. He built the dad. I watched the behind the 60 or whatever about him.
Right.
And his dad built a home court in his backyard by himself. The dad made it.
Damn.
So that way he'd have somewhere to play full court all the time.
Damn.
So sounds pretty good dad to me.
Yeah.
Also, yo, have you ever seen a Grizzly game and Ja's dad not in the front row?
No, he's always there. So it's like, yeah. So
what's going on with you, bro?
Yeah. Why are you? Because it's like Because it's like with him, you can see there's two paths all of a sudden. And where there was, like, I would say last year, it was like, oh, Ja's going to be an NBA superstar, MVP caliber, going to be fighting for those. And
fighting for championships.
Yeah, and now this second path has popped up where it's like, bro, are you going to throw this all away?
You're going to get in trouble.
On some stupid shit?
Yeah, Shannon Sharp, I saw the other day, compared him to, and I forgot, I was like, oh, that's a good comparison, to Ray Lewis. Because remember when Ray Lewis got a murder charge?
Right.
That happened.
Right.
Because he was with the wrong friends.
Right. That's huge.
Ray Lewis got, and Shannon Sharp was like, Ray Lewis is one of the few stories who it worked like, he's the success story.
Yeah, but more often than not.
That's what, yeah, exactly.
More often than not, yeah.
But I get, because he was like, Ja, you have Ray Lewis level talent. Like, you could be that for basketball. You could be like one of the greats. AI, Allen, you could be like something like that. You can be something like that. But I mean, and that's whether you win a championship or not.
Right.
I'm talking about just your own personal career. Ja, you have the talent and the superstar likability, and then just the fucking everything else about you. You know, to just be a stud. So it's crazy that he's pretending to. Also, it's like so funny because I have to say you're pretending, bro, because you are pretending.
Yeah.
Never once in your life had you ever had to deal with some street shit.
Right.
Ever, dog. And I wonder if he can admit that.
What if he can admit that? But it's also, but it is also like crazy to be pretending this in a very multi-million-dollar, like, protected, like, bro, can you imagine?
Have we learned anything from Young Thug?
Yeah.
He's in prison right now.
Yeah, if they did have a gun, can you imagine if it went off and just hit the Pacers?
And Ja didn't shoot, but he's in the car.
He's in the car.
Oh, baby, you going?
You
going prison?
Yeah.
You go prison.
At the very least, he's done in the NBA. You can't just You shot at a guy?
Oh, you going prison, Ehsan?
Yeah.
Ain't enough lawyers and money in the world, bro. You in the car?
Yeah, and then
and you killed Tyrese Halliburton?
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to fucking prison.
Just a bench player. You killed a bench player.
You killed an equipment guy.
Equipment guy, yeah.
You're going to prison, bro.
Right.
Like,
and then to come off and like. Just his tweets afterwards. Like,
it's all a lie, yada yada yada.
It's like,
say nothing.
Yeah,
shut
nothing.
up.
It's all a lie, and I would never flip on my brothers because one of his I think his brother got banned from.
Well, not his actual brother. So one of his best friends, his brother. You know, like his brother. He's like, I can't
I would never flip on him, and it's like, bro, you think the NBA is banning him for no reason? Shut up.
I mean, bro, imagine being 23 and you already have over $200 million. It's hard for some people, though.
It's hard for some people, but, you know, hey.
Because not everybody wants everybody to handle it like LeBron or Kobe. Because even Kobe, like, everybody forgets that, like, until that one incident happened, Kobe also was, like, a poster child for, like, oh, he's such a good guy. He's such a good boy.
Right.
He's an NBA good boy.
Right.
And then he got that, and then he had to work his whole career back around to being like, hey, no, I'm still a good, like, he had to never fuck up again.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, and I'm not saying you got to be some goody two-shoes, yada, yada, but it just seems like a better way to go about the NBA.
Right.
Or any professional sports career.
You know, obviously 23 is young, and it's like, you know, and it's like you do some wild stuff, especially now if you have $200 million when you didn't have that much money beforehand. But either way, you're still a fucking adult.
And you're not a gangster either way.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you can't fuck up and do the Kobe thing where like, oh man, you fucked some girl, she said you raped her. Bro, that can happen to anybody. That for real, that can happen to anybody, bro. Right. You fuck a chick on the road, some whore, and then she's saying you raped her, and now you involved in some shit that's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But that wasn't Kobe like pretending to be a.
Yeah.
He was pretending to fuck girls.
Yeah. He was fucking girls.
He was fucking girls.
Yeah.
That's what he was doing. You're actually. It's crazy to me to go to prison pretending to be something.
Right.
I'll at least give Young Thug this. He actually was a hood ass nigga selling drugs.
Right.
Before the rap music.
Right.
So I get that it's like Jay-Z or certain rappers, you know, Future, where it's like they had to make a choice. Mm-hmm. Like Lil Baby, he's like, okay, I'm selling drugs, I'm making this much money, but also I'm killing it in rap now, I'm making this much money. Okay, I'm at a crossroads here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Ja Morant, you've never been at that. There's never been a like these 30 bricks or free throws. You know what I mean? Like
bricks or bricks.
Exactly. It's crazy. That's just insane. And you know how much I love my team and I love him. But that is how I feel about the story of like, David, not to judge it because I don't want to come off judging, but it's just like, because I'm not understanding you can make mistakes, but it's like, bro, you got to realize that you're not a hood nigga though.
Right.
Like that's just, you know, you're not a terrorist.
No. And
you're not even close to any of those niggas who do shit like that.
Right.
You know, you just happen to be brown.
Yeah.
Ja, you happen to have dark skin. And that's the truth. Niggas don't want to hear that, though. Because every black dude likes to feel, it's like, but bro, you just happen to also have dark skin. It has nothing to do with Frank Lucas. You know what I mean?
So, yeah, KD and Kyrie are in the West now.
Yeah, that's what we've been talking about.
Yeah. Insanity.
I think KD on the Suns makes them a championship team.
Yes.
I think Kyrie on the Dallas does not.
No. I think Dallas's peak, if things go right, is another Western Conference Finals appearance.
That's peak.
If things break right.
That's peak. But you ain't got no defense.
No.
Now, I will say this. Phoenix just gave away a lot of their defense.
Right.
Like a lot of it. But
right. And we'll really get to see what is stronger, KD's ability to win or Chris Paul's ability to choke. Ooh. That is still remains.
Or Devin Booker's ability to just be there.
Yeah, to just be there, but not show up when it really matters.
That's what I mean. He's just there.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like, that'll be a huge thing too, to be like, man, you know.
Because here's the problem about guys like, and it's the truth, and I know you probably agree with this. LeBron, KD, they're still obviously top 10 players, and still, I mean, and then talk about their careers, are two of the best players ever, or if not the best. But LeBron and KD right now in the league are still top 10 players. But what they are not are guys who by themselves can take you to the finals anymore.
No.
Guys who by themselves can win you a championship.
No.
That is what they are not anymore.
No.
Okay? So, Devin Booker, this is on you.
Yes.
Anthony Davis, it's on you. DeAndre Ayton, you know what I mean? Now, Chris Paul is definitely not on you. You don't make it on you because you will fuck it up.
Yeah.
But it's like because they were like, oh, the Suns are a championship team now, and it's like they are, but it has nothing to do with Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant's gonna be Kevin Durant,
right?
Just like LeBron's always LeBron. They show up,
right?
Are you gonna be D Wade? Are you gonna be the other person that gets me over this fucking hump?
Right.
That's what I need. I need you to be the other person. But, like, still a superstar. I still need you to put up 30. Mm-hmm. Like, Devin Booker, you're going to have to, like, KD's going to do his thing. But Devin Booker, you're going to be the one that's going to put up 30. You're going to be the one that's going to have to maybe hit a game winner.
Right.
And, like, game 5 or 6.
Right.
Like, it can't all be KD.
Right.
That's why the Nets lost to the Bucks. When his KD, look at KD by himself. It was like, oh, he almost did it, but his toe. Yeah. But the toe
mattered.
It mattered. So you can't do it by yourself anymore, bro. Because it's like you're not beating the Bucks, you're not beating the Grizzlies, you're not beating the Celtics, you're not beating these teams. Mm-hmm. You're not beating the Nuggets.
No,
you're not gonna beat them, bro. If you think you're gonna do it alone.
No. So we'll see what the Suns turn out to be. That's exciting. This was an interesting trade deadline. Just a lot of things happened. Warriors got back Gary Payton Jr.
There's no guaranteed champion this year.
No. This is very up in the air.
This is up in the air because last year it was like the Warriors looked great all year. You know what I mean?
We came in as a 6th seed. We started off great, but we
started off great. That's right.
No,
that's right. Y'all forgot. Y'all faltered.
We came into the playoffs when the top.
Y'all were a 6th seed.
Yeah, we were. We were the 6th seed, bro.
Y'all were the 6th seed.
We were the 6th seed. We came in the playoffs with the lowest betting odds to win the finals.
Yeah, I forgot how hot y'all started, and then y'all didn't say that.
Yeah. We didn't say that way.
Who was the favorite last year?
Celtics.
That's right, because they went on that fucking tear.
Yeah, the Celtics were the favorite last year. They were the favorites going. They were overwhelming favorites going into the finals.
Who's the favorite for the West then?
Right now?
Last year.
Was the Suns.
Everyone knew the Suns. It was going to be the Suns and the Celtics.
Yeah,
that's what it was going to look like.
It was the Suns.
Okay, I remember this now. Yep, and then they choked like a.
The greatest choke of all time.
Greatest choke of all time.
One of the greatest chokes of all time. And then the Warriors. At this point, what the Warriors are? They're like the football giants in the playoffs of just like, if they get into the low seed, you still don't want to play them.
No,
you definitely don't want to play them. And now that Gary Payton's back, pretty much the entire lineup from last year's back. We got rid of Wiseman.
Yeah. You didn't need Wiseman.
No, we didn't need Wiseman, and I don't.
He ended up not being what we thought.
He just get too young, not enough playing time.
He might. I mean, maybe on another team he'll find. He'll find himself.
A team where he gets that. The problem is he wasn't going to break the rotation at the Warriors. Not because at the end of the day, you only have Steph, Clay, and Draymond for so long, and you have to. Hey,
bro, let me tell you something. Win them. If he'd have been dominating in practice, he'd have gotten the rotation.
Well, that's what I mean. He with how he was playing. he wasn't gonna get into the rotation.
Because he wasn't that good.
Yeah, he wasn't that good.
For y'all.
Yeah.
But I'm saying it's like I'm not putting that on the team. That's on him.
Yeah. Well, it's like and also maybe another team like the Pistons where he is going now, where he'll get that playing time. He might actually like maybe improve with actual playing time, but he wasn't gonna get that playing time on the Warriors.
Yeah.
It just was not gonna happen.
So I mean, he could have.
He could have. You're right.
He could have.
You're right.
You got to take a little bit of self. You know what you call here, because it's like, you know, like bro, because to me it's like, bro, what a situation. Take advantage.
Right.
You're on a championship team.
Right. And now he's officially in
the worst team.
bust territory.
But it might fuck around and get Victor Wembanyama, and because all these horrible teams, if you fuck around and get him, we're talking about Magic Johnson level. Like next year, you're a contender level change.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you're immediately good. Immediately good. Like LeBron, where it's just like, okay, they're good. Because they didn't make the playoffs that year, but they went from being like, they won like 15 games the year before, and then that year they won 40.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, yeah, okay, we're like, all right, we're cooking.
Victor Wembanyama.
He's gonna do that to somebody.
Like that guy is crazy.
He's coming.
That guy's crazy.
He's coming for like
chips. The highlights are unreal. It's like I do watch the highlights and being like, man, how do you even stop this guy?
You know what's funny? Because I remember watching KD at Texas like that, and this guy's bigger.
This guy's bigger. Yeah,
He's even taller.
Yeah, bigger, skilled.
Has outside I'm not gonna say more skilled, but as skilled.
Yeah,
and can shoot as good. I'm not gonna say he can do any of those things better than KD. I'm gonna say he can do them as good as KD, and he's taller.
Yeah.
So that's fucking terrifying.
Yeah. Can he pass? Probably can pass.
I don't know. I know he's got handles. I'm assuming he can pass. Can he pass like Jokic and Luka? Probably not. I think because we would hear about it more.
Jokic might be one of the best passing bigs of all time.
He is the best passing big of all time.
Yeah, it's like
there's no other center that's averaged a triple double.
Yeah, that can just pass like that.
No.
If that Nuggets team stays healthy, that Nuggets team is fun to watch, bro. When
Joker's fun.
When Joker's going, it's like this is like an unreal engine, and it's like wow, they're really running this high passing motion offense off of like I don't know if they're motion offense, but the high passing offense out of a center.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
And he takes the ball down the floor, and his shots fucking sweet.
And he's very likable.
Yeah. He doesn't. Well, you know why he doesn't say anything?
He doesn't say anything, and when he does, it sounds goofy because he sounds goofy.
He sounds goofy. Nuggets.
Yeah.
Nuggets on 3.
Yeah. And then the whole team being like Nuggets. That made me laugh so hard. The whole team.
I love that he doesn't laugh.
Yeah.
He doesn't smile. It's like, wow, this doesn't even break him.
No.
He's like, he's so focused.
We are the Nuggets.
We are the Nuggets. Yeah. They say it right now.
Yeah. But I like that. In terms of like, if they beat us, I maybe feel differently. But in terms of like the team I'd want to see win if it wasn't us, I think it'd be the Nuggets.
Not the Grizzlies?
That's the team I want to see win the least, unless they're playing Embiid. So the team I want to see win least is Philadelphia, but that's the team I want to see most in the finals.
That's fucking great. Well, I hope all your dreams come true, kind of. In certain ways, other than the Super Bowl, when I don't want that to happen, because I have to watch the whole fucking game.
Boat race, and I'll be so happy. I'll be so happy, and you'll be like, damn, you really didn't want this. And I'll be like, yep, I did want it.
Luckily, Rihanna's at halftime, so. All right, last final bet before we get into this.
Okay.
What song does she open with? Halftime show.
Umbrella.
She opens with Umbrella.
Opens with Umbrella. Oh, actually, I'm gonna.
What?
No, you go because I already said one, and I'll change it.
Because in my head, it's like the obvious one is Umbrella, right? To open with Umbrella, but it's like if she decided to throw Umbrella at the end or throw Umbrella in the middle and open with like. You know what's funny, and I don't know why. In my head, I think she might open with Pon de Replay.
That's
and the replay on the replay. That was her turn the DJ up.
Wasn't that her first big mega hit?
No. You know what she's going to open with?
What?
SOS. No. SOS means someone help me. No. It's
she might not even do that one.
Bro. I mean, I guess she can't do all of them. But I think she's going to open one that we don't expect. That we all know.
Wait, Sam, what did you say?
Sam says she's opening with Diamond. I don't think she's opening with Diamond. I think she's closing with Diamond. Sam's talking like they can hear again, and we're listening. And we don't know why you're listening. Like they don't know she's talking. I think she closes on Diamond. What do you think she closes on?
Shut Up and Drive.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Why would she? I can see her opening on it.
That's,
Bro,
why, that's why I want to change my opening song to Shut Up and Drive.
I think she's going to open on it. So you think, like, what? She's going to open on a song that we're not expecting, but everyone fucking knows the words to.
Yeah. I think she closes on Umbrella.
Somewhere in the middle will be We Found Love.
Man, I don't even know how you can confidently say what she will and won't do.
You don't think she's going to do We Found Love?
Past Umbrella? I don't know how you can say.
She's doing Diamond.
She's doing that.
You're out of your fucking mind. You don't think she's doing Diamond.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And she's definitely doing... Ooh, well, it depends on who the guest is.
Yeah, it depends on who the guest is.
Because she can do Run... If it's in my head, it's Run This Town with Jay-Z.
Right.
That's the guest. That's the song.
But... Yeah, I think because when we went over this, there's so many songs that she has.
I mean, it's and it wasn't even all her songs. It was like 50 of her songs that she might do, and they were all the biggest hits you ever heard. And it's like 50 of these.
That's the problem. Is that like the only reason why I say for sure Umbrella. Yeah. The only reason why I say for sure Umbrella is because I think Umbrella is her biggest hit, and that's debatable.
It's her first hit.
That's her. I mean, I would say Pond on the Replay was her first hit, but I would say Umbrella was her biggest hit. It was like, you know what I mean? It was she's working
because
with
it put her on
now.
the map.
Yeah.
Bro, and when I say first, and Pond Replay might have been her first hit.
Yeah.
But the first song I knew of her, and I knew niggas started saying the words Rihanna.
Yeah.
Was Umbrella.
Umbrella. Yeah. Okay, so that's why I think for sure that. But other than that, if you go through her entire catalog, you're like, man, some of these can't be on it. So which is why I'm like, it's so hard to be like, well, this for sure is going to be on it. Well, there's a song you feel that way about that's not going to be on it.
We Found Love in a Broken Place is going to be on it.
Maybe.
I guarantee it.
I mean, it feels like it will be.
I'll put that one. I'll put money on.
Well, I'm not gonna.
The other ones, I don't know when I go, but the other ones I wouldn't put money on. That one, if we were betting, right, I'd be like, no, that's gonna be in it. That's gonna be in it. Mm-hmm. We found love in a broken place. Also, bro, that other joint, that even though it's so sexual, but yeah, chains in. Chains, it's like really good. And chains and whips excite me.
Come on. That part goes that. Come on. Come on. That's hard.
Boom, 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 boom. What song is that one?
Boom, boom. That's Disturbia.
Damn, bro, that's hard. How do you not do that? How do you just so you can hear the whole arena going boom, boom,
she could open with that.
Boom, boom,
she could open with that.
You can open just with that part.
Yeah.
Like it starts right there.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, like that would be crazy.
So it's like I don't even.
But bro, you're right. If she opened on Shut Up and Drive, nobody would be like. People would be like, what?
Yeah.
Shut up and drive. Like it would be like, oh shit, nigga.
Yeah. Yes. Like this. It's just so hard to tell what like. It's gonna be crazy to see what she cuts.
Bitch, I have my money. Y'all might know me well enough.
She might cut that because
of
bitch, but she might not cut that. That might
because of bitch because it's such a turn up.
They might just change it to which they've done before. It's gross, but that's what they do.
And then yeah, I mean I don't know, man. I'm excited. I'm honestly just as excited for that as for the game because the last two. I mean, last year's halftime show was fucking.
That was phenomenal.
Unreal. And then what was before that one? I feel like they've been hitting the last couple.
It was Weekend.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like that one. But I like The Weeknd.
Yeah, I like The Weeknd. That one was a little weird. I won't put that in one of my favorite ones.
It wasn't one of my favorites. We rewatched the other one. Bro, you know what went crazy? Mm-hmm. Katy Perry's.
Katy Perry's was great.
Katy Perry
went
fucking
fucking lion.
Crazy.
Yeah, Katy Perry went crazy. With that fucking lion and Missy Elliott. Lady Gaga went crazy.
Lady Gaga went crazy.
Lady Gaga went hard.
And then of course we watched Maroon 5 went crazy, bro. Maroon 5 went crazy. They had Travis Scott come out.
They did have Travis Scott come out.
Also, bro, you forget how many Maroon 5 songs just wreck the room.
Yeah. Yeah, we've talked. Oh wait, we never got your answer to this because Sam and I were talking about this at Poke Shop the other day. Maroon 5 or Coldplay?
And we'll be right back. We're not going anywhere. There's nowhere to go. Oh, fuck. That's how fuck that question's so hard they almost sent me to a commercial break. Yeah. Damn, bro. Maroon 5 or Coldplay?
Yeah.
I love both those bands. If you know D, you know bro. But I have to go with. And I love Maroon 5, bro, but I have to go with Coldplay just because they meant more to me in high school. Like they personally, like I didn't know, nigga. Will Champion is the drummer for Coldplay. I don't know who the fuck drums for Maroon 5. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like I know who Will Champion is. Like no, they got band members where it's like, no, bro, Coldplay is it.
Yeah.
It's it. Their songs mean more to me. Their songs are a little bit more experimental. Maroon 5 is more pop. Like Maroon 5 is not making a Yellow. No. You know what I'm saying? Maroon 5 is not making The Scientist. Yeah, oh, bro, don't play with me. You think I don't know my Coldplay shit? But again, I'm saying that as like nigga 1A, 1B. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like Coldplay's 1A. But I fuck with Coldplay more because I remember at one point I went and listened to like all their albums all the way through. Right. Whereas Maroon 5, I listen to their music, but I ain't never like I listen to Coldplay like how I used to listen to fucking Lupe Fiasco, nigga, like because that was around the same time in my life. You know what I mean? And Kanye West. And like I was putting them up there with them.
Yeah.
Who'd you go with?
You and Anupi are the only Coldplay ones that we've asked so far. I went with Maroon 5. Sam went Maroon 5. John Heft, Maroon 5.
But you know why? I'm realizing everybody you're saying.
The random stranger in the poke shop, Maroon 5.
You know what I'm realizing right now? What? Me and Anupi have taste.
Okay.
You know what I just realized? Okay. Literally as you were saying that. Yeah. You guys don't have ears. Yeah. All right. I'm realizing that right now. I can't believe I just realized it. But no, I'm not gonna say me and Anupi have taste. No, me and Anupi just understand music. And I don't mean that as an insult.
That's fair. You know what? That's fair. You guys listen to way more music than I do, but you're wrong. It's Maroon 5.
What do you think Adam Levine would say? And Christian, what's his name? Christian Apple? That's his daughter's name. What's his name? Coldplay. Chris Hemsworth. Chris Paltrow.
We'll go with Chris Paltrow.
So what do you think Chris Paltrow would say? What do you think Adam Levine would say? Is it Adam Levine?
Adam Levine.
Adam Devine.
I think Adam Devine would be like workaholics. And you know what's funny? I think Adam Devine. Oh my God, Adam Levine. I bet you he would say Coldplay probably. No, I bet you he would say himself. He's into himself.
They're both into themselves.
Yeah, but I think Chris.
He cheated on Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah, I think Chris Paltrow would just be like, That's what he would say.
Do you like Coldplay?
Chris Martin.
It is Chris Martin.
It's Chris Martin. I do like Coldplay. I very much like Coldplay. No, I think it was a fair question. Maroon 5 or Coldplay.
Those are the two best bands of our generation, and I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Like I know, like, because I'm sure a lot of people don't put them up like with rock bands like Led Zeppelin and AC/DC and all that. I do, because to me, it ain't no. They're the bands of this time, of our time.
Yeah. So I very much like Coldplay, and I think it's a very fair question. But yeah, I think Maroon 5 is better, and I don't think Chris Martin would answer the question straight because he is a little. The older he's gotten, the weirder and weirder he's gotten. Like outside of, you know what I mean? Like just like whenever you hear interviews of him talking, that is his vibe.
Yeah. Yeah, he seems like he's a fucking weirdo. I bet you Adam Devine.
Well, yeah. Well, Gwyneth Paltrow's a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, she made a candle that smells like her pussy.
Yeah.
Pretty fire.
I named her kid Apple. That's weird. Some weird shit.
She also named her pussy Apple, which is even weirder.
Yeah, even way weirder.
She named her pussy Apple's entrance. Apple. Whoa. This bitch is kind of crazy.
Crazy, yeah, she's nuts.
Well, Ehsan.
Yes.
Are you excited for this Super Bowl Saturday before the Sunday podcast episode?
I am excited for the Super Bowl Saturday before the Sunday podcast episode.
Because on the Super Bowl Saturday before the Sunday podcast episode,
right. Yeah, okay.
We got to talk about one kind of movie only.
Biopics?
A baseball. No, yeah, fucking. Actually, no, not a biopic, but a football movie.
A football movie. Yes. I assumed it was a football movie.
You assumed we were going football today?
Yes, I did assume.
On the Super Bowl Saturday before.
Yeah, Saturday before Sunday. I thought if there's any twist, you'd be like, no, this is football. And you just
fuck! I could have did that.
I could have seen you do that, but other than that,
I'll save that for a future Super Bowl episode. Yeah. Just stay alive.
No promises,
dude. Come on, I need you. Ehsan, before we get into this, we got to do our sponsor really quick.
Right.
And this sponsor is an interactive sponsor. This sponsor is not paying for my sponsorship.
Ooh.
I'm doing this for free. Ooh. Guys, Joker Bong Design. Sam, can you help me out here? Sam, just hold it up to the camera so they can really get an image of the Joker Bong Design.
JOKR.
JOKR. It comes in 3 pieces. So you got the bottom piece, the middle piece, which is the honeycomb, and the percolator, which makes the weed really good. And then, of course, the top piece. But what I like about it is you can disconnect the middle piece if you don't want to deal with all that and just have the regular 2 pieces. Huh?
No, you don't have to disconnect it.
Yeah. And that's why it's literally my favorite bong out. I messaged them and told them that JOKR Bong Designs. Guys, look them up on Instagram. Look them up.
What you got to do, since they do make bongs and it might be hard to find on search, go to Deric's page, search who he's following, JOKR, it'll pop up.
It'll pop right up. JOKR Bong Designs. Guys, and if you're a weed head, I'm a bong guy every morning. All right? I'm not, that's what I smoke. I smoke the bong. All right? Baba can attest to this.
Yes.
I'm a bong guy.
Yes.
Pipes are cool. I love joints. I love a good blunt when it's a big group.
Bong, 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 bong,
Baran. Bong, 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 Baran. Bong, 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 Baran. Again, guys.
That's the official Joker song.
That's the official. I don't know why they made that their song, but they did. I'm sure they're gonna get sued for that.
Right.
Because there's no way that's allowed.
No, parody is allowed.
Parody is allowed.
That's why Weird Al Yankovic is a thing.
Facts. I want to see that movie.
That's a great movie.
Again, I don't know why they put all this in their ad read.
Yeah. This is off the script.
It's really insane that they love the movie that much, and then they made me say this part.
Yeah.
And the laugh too. The laughs are in there. These aren't real, guys. I mean this. Like, all right, I like bongs. That's my shit. Bongs in the morning, bongs in the evening, bongs at night. And Sam, shut the fuck up. She's talking again, and it's not because she's on off the podcast. I usually tell her to shut the fuck up whenever she talks. So, but Ehsan, you've smoked out of this bong.
Yes.
Can you seriously? Is this a top-notch bong?
It is a top-notch bong.
Is your favorite part that it's detachable?
Yeah, because it's detachable, it's easier to clean. Like, there's a lot of things
bring that up. It's so much easier to clean.
There's a lot of things going on.
A lot of things going on with this bong. So much easier to clean. Joker Bong Designs, guys. Seriously, go buy one of their bongs. It's expensive, but worth it. You can feel the material. It's hard. It's like this is a top shelf glass bong. It's not just gonna break probably like on some bullshit. But if you threw it. If you throw it on the ground, it'll break. But if you just bump it into something, it's not gonna break. It's like hard glass. But I'm about to hit it right now for you guys, me and Ehsan, and I mean this, guys. Go get yourself a Joker bong. They're not paying me to say this. I'm saying this because I fucks with these bongs. Here we go.
He fucks with them, and this is me filling the time. I'm filling the time while he's hitting the bong, and I'm doing a song and he's hitting the bong. Still hitting the bong. This is how much we love this bong. He's smoking inside. We never do this. We never do this. We're smoking in the house for y'all. For y'all. We're doing this for you. This is not for us. This is for you.
Slimy, yet satisfying.
Really smooth. Really smooth.
Oh, it's as smooth as a turtle dove's butt.
Yeah, it's smooth, and we put no ice in it, and it's smooth.
No ice. I don't like the ice in it because it messes with your throat. But that is a top-notch motherfucking bong right there. Guys, Joker Bong Designs. Go get it. Go fuck with it.
TNB, top-notch bong.
You barely got that out.
They asked me to say it.
Who asked you to say it?
That's still part of the irate.
I know these are my lines too.
I know, yeah, these are still my lines. So
I don't know. They gotta stop writing in that we're saying the lines.
Yeah. It's they're
it's fucking weird.
They're a bond company. They're not a writing company.
Facts. You ready? You ready for the Super Bowl Sunday movie, Ehsan?
Yes. Super Bowl Saturday on Sunday.
You ready to football it up?
Yes.
Dude, I'm excited to tell you this one. This is one of my favorite movies. I genuinely love this movie. I saw this in theaters twice. Saw it with friends that I played football with in high school, and then I saw it on a date.
Interesting.
I don't even remember who the date was. Just some random girl. You ready?
Yes.
Credits roll. We hear one of those James Taylor type songs like "Moving me down the highway, moving me down the highway, moving my head so life won't pass me by." Boom, 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 boom. Right. We see shots of Philadelphia.
Oh.
Clearly the 70s.
Is this the fucking guy?
Kids playing on the streets, people at work. We see people dealing with strikes and unions.
Mark something?
Invincible.
Yes. Oh my God, why am I blanking on his last name? Wahlberg. Thank you. I don't know. I was just blanking on his last name.
Do you know anything about this story?
He got on as an open tryout.
So you know it's a true story?
Yes.
That's all I was asking.
Yes.
But you don't know anything else?
No.
Oh, bro. A snowy night. Camera pans up. Veterans Stadium.
Right.
Old Eagles Stadium.
Right.
You hear boo, boo. Bengals versus Eagles, December 7th, 1975. I love these kind of movies because you can go look it up, and I didn't go, wow, this is really that's what the score was.
Yeah.
They're down 31-0.
Jesus Christ.
Getting blown out. We see Wahlberg, our lead, and he's yelling, come on, top nosebleeds. Show some pride out there. And his boy's like, man, shut the fuck up. They have no pride. They fucking stink. And we see his other boy, Dov Davidoff.
Oh, Dov Davidoff.
He's great in this.
Wow.
He's talking shit. You guys fucking suck. You stink this year. Another friend, you see people like going to leave. Another friend gets up and like stops people from leaving. And goes, where the fuck you going? Huh? You leaving early? Back to your fucking seats. Bro, made the motherfuckers sit back down and watch the rest of the game, losing or not.
Damn.
Eagles fans, bro.
Yeah.
So you see Mark watch his friends. He's laughing. And then you hear one dude go, hey, coach, thanks for the 3 wins. You're a bum. You're out of here. And then the boys kind of leave. Oh, like some of the boys start leaving, and Mark sits there, and he's looking at the field. And he's like, maybe next year. And the friend's like, maybe next year we'll be millionaires, huh? Let's get the fuck out of here. They leave. Mark stares at the field for a while. He gets up and he leaves. 6 months later.
Damn. This is Disney too, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Summer of 76.
Damn, they're going to play your emotions really well.
Oh, you know, you already know what you're finna be into this.
Fucking stupid little mouse.
Ehsan is pretty much 100 for 100 for crying for sports movies.
Yes.
So we'll see if we keep
even
the streak
sports
alive.
movies that you didn't know were sports movies, like Babe. Right.
Well, it was. Babe is a sports movie.
Babe is a sports movie.
There's sports backstory in that.
Yeah.
There's stats.
Yeah.
So we see a street football game going with grown men. Right. Clearly organized, like there's a ref and shit, but like 2 bars are going at it, right?
Right.
Friends are talking shit, and we see Mark show up late. And they go, look who decided to show. Vincent! You see him running out there, and the other team goes, oh, he can't play. He showed up late. And they're like, bullshit. He's like, he's late. And then the ref's like, oh, shut up, guys. We're letting him play. They huddle up, right? And they go, oh, Vince, thanks for coming. They huddle up, and they go, all right, next play. Let's do the one where Vince runs around. Let's do the one where we give the ball to Vince and he runs around everybody on one. And they go break. And they're all like, yeah. like clearly, like, oh, this thing is so much better than us.
Right.
So they go, yo, why you late? He goes, my car was in a bad mood. Ride, let it ride. Said, hi. And when you ride, you're down the line. This nigga gets the ball, stiff arm, shakes a nigga, jumps over another nigga, and then gets hit hard as shit.
Right.
Like they're playing tackle.
Right.
He hops right back up. Right? They do punts. Like they're doing punts. This nigga Mark goes down and kills a nigga.
Right.
We see him playing receiver. He gets like the quarterback throws the ball and he gets picked. Mark Wahlberg falls, gets up, hawks the guy down, and tackles him into a car. Like they're just showing off like, oh, this nigga is so much more athletic than these guys.
Right.
It's crazy.
Right.
The game ends. You see like they're all laughing, having a good time, right? They leave. He gets home. His girl sees him. She's just staring at him. He has his Eagle shirt on. It's all dirty, though. He's got, like, dirt on his face. Mm-hmm. And she's just staring at him. And he goes, come on. It was just a few plays. She goes, great, Vince. You know, you're out of work and you're playing games. And he goes, I'm not out of work. She goes, you substitute teach sometimes. And you 10 bar at night when you can. You call that employed? And he's like, things are going to get better. You know things are going to get better. We're just going through this right now. And she goes, win. And he's like, fuck, I don't, you know. Cut 2. Like you cut like right from the argument.
Right.
It's
right.
night.
It's so crazy how like that's like a loser situation to be working, and that's how like most people work nowadays. Isn't that wild?
Yeah, bro. Like back then, it was like you fucking.
Well, yeah, because you could work in a factory and get healthcare and get us a house.
Yep.
And now it's like he described the millennial work schedule. I 10 bar when I can. And sub when I can. I sub when I can. I do some Uber Eats on the side. He's Uber Eats away from being a 2020 professional.
Facts.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
And she would love him for it.
Yeah, and she'd be like, "Oh, my man's working."
Damn.
Yeah. But she would be doing the exact same thing. So she's expecting not to work.
That's facts.
That's a reasonable expectation for a woman in her time.
She's wanting kids. She wants the things.
Yeah. Now, if you want kids,
that's actually a good point.
Now, if you want kids in the house, you had to have a 2-income household for sure.
You gotta rob somebody.
Yeah. Or like, or like become their daughter's tutor and then secretly work in the rest of your family so you can like live in the rich people's house.
Let me just say, guys, if you do that route, It sounds easier, but it's actually a lot harder than robbing a bank.
But then there's a secret family living in the basement, and that's a whole thing.
And that's a whole thing.
That's a whole thing.
So just be aware if you choose that one. So the next day he goes to work, subbing at a school, and he walks in the classroom, and there's a teacher already there.
Right.
And he's like, oh, I thought this was my class today. And the teacher's like, and then right then the principal's like, oh, Mr. Papali, please come here. And they call him in the office, and they go, we tried to call you a bunch, but your phone was off. And he like goes, oh yeah, and he starts making a bunch of excuses to why his phone was cut off.
Right.
So you tell like, oh, this nigga's broke.
Yeah.
And he goes, we called to let you know you're not needed this summer. That's a whole summer full of work, bro. And he goes, we have teachers with more seniority. This isn't anything personal. You know I like you. We have to make cuts, and you're at the bottom of the totem pole.
Right.
He's like, it's a shitty deal. Yeah. He leaves. He's walking down the hallway. He's like,
well, don't worry, educators. There's more money coming your way.
It's just the 70s.
Yeah, it's just the 70s. There's no way they could make more cuts. Anyways.
Cut 2. We see the Eagles owner giving a press conference.
Right.
You know, today's the day everything changes because this man, our new coach, just led UCLA to a Rose Bowl win over Ohio State. Welcome, the new head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles, Dick Vermeil.
Wow.
This is Dick Vermeil's first head coaching job.
That's crazy.
Bro, Dick Vermeil's a part of this.
Crazy.
Oh, this story's so cool, bro.
Crazy.
Greg Kinnear plays Dick Vermeil.
Okay.
You know who that is?
Greg Kinnear? I've heard of the name.
Okay.
I'd probably recognize him if I saw him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's here, but I got to show him to you just so that way.
Yeah.
You can see his because he's the head coach of this movie.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's Dick Vermeil's first head coaching job, and then doesn't win a Super Bowl until what, 99? So 23 years before he won a Super Bowl. That makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah. 23 years, and then Andy Reid won 21 years before they won a Super Bowl. Sometimes it takes a great coach a long time.
He was a great coach before. This was him turning this franchise around. Yeah. Like we're about to see this story. Mm-hmm. So, also, I mean, he did just beat Ohio State in a Rose Bowl game. Yeah. That was a huge deal back then.
Yes.
I mean, it's still a big deal now. I'm not saying but even then, I'm sure. Mm. So he gets up and he goes, "Just want to say it's a great honor to coach this football team." And then you see people in the press kind of talking shit about him, like, "Oh, this guy's has no chance, right?" This city has a long tradition of winning and excellence, and that's been lost. I'm committed to restoring it. And you see, cut to Mark. He's bartending late night. His boys are all there. They're making fun of Dove Davidoff, right? And he's getting all pissed. Mm-hmm. You see Mark come up to the main dude, one of his other boys, a guy named Max, who's running the bar. It's called Max's Bar. Right. If I showed you him too, you'd recognize this. He's in a lot of things too. He's in everything. Yeah. But I gotta show you this thing because he's the main character, and it's like when you see his face, you'll be like, oh, that nigga. Mm-hmm.
Man, this is what's the main character's name?
Vince Papali.
Vince Papali. That's weird. So I can look him up right now and be like, "This is what he looks like." Does he look like Mark Wahlberg or no?
Oh God, that's so annoying.
What?
When you look up Invincible, a goddamn show.
Oh right, because the show's popular right now.
Yeah. So it's like and that's not the first thing that comes up.
And they just announced season 2, so it's like
I know, bro. Like nothing about this movie came up at all. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because this movie was a long time ago now, right? It's probably over 10 years. Yeah, this probably came out in what, like 2000?
This came out in 2006. 2006.
Damn, bro. 2006. So you're talking about 17 years ago?
Yeah. This guy.
Oh, that guy looks familiar.
He's been in so much shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And this, just so you know, he looks like Mark Wahlberg looks like that in this.
Okay.
So he's got the bowl cut.
Yeah.
Like the 70s hair, this kind of hair.
Yeah, but before they thought to make him look like regular people and still make him look like hot movie stars.
Oh, yeah.
That was such a smoldering look. Okay, relax. There's no way this regular guy from Philadelphia looked like this.
So, he goes up to the Max guy who owns the bar, and he's like, "Hey man, I'm gonna need some more hours, yada yada." And he's like, "Yo, of course, I got you." Mm-hmm. He goes, "I got a cousin coming in from New York, a few days, and I'm giving her most of the hours, but you can have the rest." Mm-hmm. And he's like, "All right, thank you." So they ask right then, they're sitting there, and then they go, "Hey yo," to Dove Davidoff, "Yo, cut the TV up." And he goes, cuts the volumes up, and they go, so they're talking to Dick Vermeil in the press conference. And you see him saying what he said earlier, right? Like, we're going to restore this team, yada, yada. And then he goes, "Before I take any questions, this Saturday, Veterans Stadium, 9 a.m., Eagles will hold open tryouts to all comers." You see all the boys in the bar like, what the fuck? The people in the press conference are like, what the fuck? Bro, he did this. Also, he really, That's Could you imagine?
Yeah, that's insane. That's
Could
insane.
you fucking imagine?
Insane. Yo, we used to
Shanahan doing that?
Yeah, we had this security guard who worked at the store one day, and I asked him. I was like, "What do you want to do?" Because he was young. You know, I think you remember who I'm talking about.
I know exactly.
Right? Yeah. And he goes, "Man, I just want to play football." I go, "Oh, okay. What are you gonna do?" He's like, "Man, if UCLA has open tryouts, I'm gonna go do that." And I was like,
"Well, college doesn't already. They don't have open tryouts, so you already know how that works."
I was like, what? I don't think you can just try out for UCLA, dude. That's not how that works." And he was just so convinced that he was going to try out for UCLA. And then, it's like, wow, that actually, but like with the Eagles.
I remember. I don't think he ever played football because you would know. You can't try out for a college team if you don't go to the.
You know, I
kind of the whole premise of Rudy.
I would say you're right, but also I wouldn't underestimate how stupid someone can be.
True. I'm not saying he's not stupid.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying I don't think he played football.
He could be that stupid. I think he might have played a little football.
Okay, but what do you mean? Like he played in high school? He played in middle school?
I think he played in high school.
I don't think so.
I think you're looking at this. You're looking at this with
no.
You're looking at this from the angle of a guy who played football as an intelligent person.
No. Because there are guys who play football who can't read.
Right,
who
but
know that you can't try out for UCLA.
Yeah, but still, like I in the same vein that there's some guys who that couldn't read. There's some guys who are playing football and just have no idea what's going on in the world at all.
True, but you'd have to know what's going on in football to play football.
You just have to know what's going on in your games. You don't have to know what's going on outside.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't know. I think this dude really thought I think this dude played football in high school and really thought UCLA would have open tryouts for him.
I never asked him if he played football. I remember him just being an idiot, but I never asked that. Now I wish so bad because I'd love to know the answer to this question. I don't think he did.
I
don't think he did.
Yeah, but that's what this reminded me of. Yeah.
I couldn't imagine Kyle Shanahan saying
open tryouts. No.
Levi Stadium
no.
at 9 a.m. Anyone and everyone.
Yeah. That's gonna be nuts. It's gonna be nuts. So many people would get a hard dose of reality finally.
What are also the odds that you actually find a player?
Very slim.
I mean, 0, right?
Well,
this is impossible.
Well, clearly not 0. Hey,
but this is impossible.
Hey, one thing I know for sure, it's not 0. There's not a 0% chance you find someone because science has shown that when it happened, at least one person. So at least one person got found. So it's not 0.
That's true.
It's absolutely not 0. And you said it's impossible. Clearly not impossible. It's happening right now. This story is about that.
Yeah, I know. It's funny because in my head I'm like, if 32 teams did it today, how many people get chosen? And I'd say in my head, out of 32 teams, maybe 2 teams pick one person.
I would say there's a high possibility. I would still say there's a high possibility that 0 people get chosen. But
32 teams pick nobody. Yes. Very high, yeah.
Yes.
Because this is a miracle story. Yes, it's never happened again.
Yes. Well, I don't think any team has hosted open tryouts since either.
Yeah.
But, yeah. But going into the weekend, it's not a 0% chance. After the tryouts, you'll know. But it's not a 0% chance.
That's true because it's been done.
It's been done.
So, the guy on the news is like, well, Philadelphia fans, if you wanted to play in the NFL, here's your chance.
Yeah,
right?
Hilarious.
And one of the dudes at the bar goes, hey, Vince, what you say? You're faster than any of those guys, huh? Mm-hmm. And another guy's like, come on, man, Vince Papali at the 40. And then another guy else in the bar, at the 30, at the 20, at the 10. You see Vince like just kind of like smiling like, yeah. Mm-hmm. He walks home.
It's crazy that like he's like a position player. I thought going into this, just like not even looking at it, it's like, oh, he's just like a kicker or something. That's cool. It's still a cool, great story.
No, this nigga had to do this.
Yeah, that's crazy. This is actually really crazy.
I knew you would appreciate this because as the movie goes, you're like, this is fucking insane.
Yeah, because a kicker's crazy enough.
If this movie was about a kicker, it would be just as crazy. It would be not just as crazy. It would be crazy. A position player
is crazier. It's crazier.
He walks home and he notices his front door is open. He runs in. He's like, Sharon. He opens the door. Everything's gone.
Oof.
Sharon. He runs around and then he kind of realizes, and then he looks and he finds a note. He reads it. He drops it. he tears the entire place apart.
Of course.
Just breaks the walls, breaks everything, breaks the phone, breaks the mirrors, just tears the entire place apart, goes berserk.
Yeah.
Cut to, he's just sitting in a broken apartment, like, just breathing in the sweat and the rubble.
There goes the security deposit. That's what his neighbor says as he pops by. There goes the security deposit. Just the worst writing ever.
We see Dick Vermeil.
Yes.
He's moving into his house in Philly with his wife. They're just chit-chatting, yada, yada. He brings up the press conference. He's like, how did I look? He goes, did the tryout thing sound too desperate? And his wife's like, maybe a little.
Right.
He goes, you think I'll find someone? No, she goes, you think you'll actually find someone? He's like, I don't know, just trying to get the people excited.
The smart. It's not. I get.
They've been losing for years.
I get the move, and it's also the 1970s NFL. It's not like today's NFL. It'd be way different if it was today's NFL.
It's because it does two things. It excites the fans.
Yes.
And it pisses off your team.
Right.
I need something from you, whether it be anger.
I need energy.
I need energy.
Yeah.
And if this makes you mad, that like, I'm gonna possibly bring some random person. Good.
Yeah.
Because I need to basically, I'm also letting all of you know that you're expendable.
Right.
That's all I'm doing. I'm letting because hey, you guys won 3 games last year. Who do I need to keep?
Right.
Y'all fucking suck.
Right.
So we see Vince coming to the bar, and his like one of his best homies is there, and he's like the Tommy dude, and he's like, "Hey, Max just told me she wants a divorce. You all right?" He's like, Mark Wahlberg doesn't say anything. He's like, "She took everything." He's like, "I don't want to talk about it, Tommy." And the friend is like, "All right." And then they go in the bar. They come in. We see our other lead, Elizabeth Banks.
Oh, dang.
Yo, this bitch. I told Sam this.
Everything.
She's the Samuel Jackson of white women.
Name
Name a movie she's not in.
That's a good take. And now she produces movies too. I think she's producing the Cocaine Bear movie.
That makes sense.
I bet you she probably makes a cameo in it.
Yeah.
I don't know a movie she's not in. I'm not kidding. Name one.
She's in a lot of movies.
This bitch is in everything. So she's the cousin, and now she's working at the bar.
Yeah.
You see Mark Wahlberg come in, and he's like, he's all distraught. He's like, "Sorry, I'm late, Max." And the Max was, "Hey, no problem. He knows what's going on with him.
Right.
He's like, anything you need, let me know." He's like, "Thanks." He goes, "Vince, this is my cousin, Janet Cantrell. This is Vince Papali." And he's like, "Nice to meet you." And she kind of looks at him like, "Damn," you know? So he goes, the Max dude goes, "So everybody look, this is my cousin. She's a good person. She has a minor character flaw. She's from New York. She was born there. She's a Giants fan." Boom! The whole bar.
Yeah.
Boom!
Yeah.
And then she's like doing like this, and down. And she's got a Giant shirt on. And he goes, "And even worse, she's a passionate one." Boom! And then Mark's like, "Oh, Max, come on!" And then she goes 62-10. That's how bad they got beat. You know what I mean?
Damn.
Also, that would feel good. 62-10.
That's
Ooh.
crazy.
Fuck, it's a high school score.
Yeah.
And then she goes, "Y'all remember that ass whooping?" And they all go, "Oh, fuck you." And then she goes, "And we get our players from the draft. You heard of it?" And then everybody starts laughing.
That's pretty good.
And then right then another friend goes, "Vince, come on, you have to try out. You killing our games." And then somebody goes, "What are you talking about? Vince is fucking 30. Right?
Yeah.
Which isn't wrong. Anyone hating on him, they're not wrong in this situation. You're not like, "Oh, who's this hater?" It's like, what do you mean, bro? You're not trying. I would be like, "Nigga,
30 years old. Yeah, you're 30. Go to bed.
Go to bed, bro.
Go to
you
bed.
play football with us at that little field. Like,
Right.
chill out, fool." And then Mark Wahlberg goes, "Man, I'm not. Guys, shut up. There's a big difference between Mean Joe Green and Bobby, who we play from the Tankabah.
Right.
You know." And then Dove goes, Dove Davidoff is kind of quiet for a second. Everybody laughs, and he goes, "Well, I mean, why not? Your old lady's not gonna stop you." And then it gets real quiet. And Mark Wahlberg goes, "Yo, what the fuck you say?" And he's like, "What?" And he's like, "What the fuck you say, Johnny? You got a problem with me, Johnny?" "No, what's up? You got a fucking problem?" And they're about to go. And then Max goes, "Oh, hey, Johnny, get out of here." He goes, "What did I do? Get the fuck out of here, Johnny." And you see Dove kind of fucking leave. Like, shit gets real for a second.
Right.
Dove also, he is a really good actor in this.
Wild.
Like, I remember watching this back then and being like, "Damn, he's good." And then I remember finding out he was a comedian.
Crazy.
And being like, "Damn, that comedian's really funny."
Right.
And he's a dude from Invincible. He's really good in that.
Yeah,
I remember that. So, because like Dove plays like a real character in
Right.
this. So, we see him leave the bar. He's walking alone. Like, he walks home alone. He's just pissed, right? Great shot of him just leaving for a while. Cut to, you see later in the night, it's the steps of the bar. It's Vince and Tommy, his main best friend.
Right.
Right? And Tommy's like, man, he says all this shit that they've been going through, like all the horrible things. Like this happened. You know, our other friend hasn't been the same since his brother died in Nam and didn't come back. You know, Johnny, he can't get a job. He's going through it. You know, all the strikes around town. All the other friends can't get jobs. You know, everything going through with you. Your girl leaving you. Yada yada. He goes, my own job. They're talking about going on strike. You know, but I ain't worried. I just can't let it bother me. And it's like, damn, bro, niggas was going through it, fool.
Yeah.
And he goes, but I just want you to know, I'm serious about this tryout. And he goes, Johnny. He goes, look. I know I got 8 beers in me, but I'm serious. And he goes, Tommy, I played 1 year high school ball. It ain't happening. And he goes, hey, man, you're the biggest Eagles fan I know. It's Veterans Stadium. Sacred ground. Man, even if you're only down there 1 hour, you were down there.
Real. That's real.
Real. And he goes, last call, Papali. Because it's like, nigga, it's...
That is a good point of just being like, why not go try? Why not go there just to go there? I mean,
Just
I'll
go
go there
there
just to go there. Why not? I'm not going to make it, but like run on the field for a second?
Yeah, get to be down there with the Eagles. Like, cool. But also, he's like, he's like, hey, bro, but if you do it,
Maybe.
I mean, you better than us.
Yeah.
I know this because it's like, that's the truth. Like, hey, bro, I know one thing. You're better than everyone else I know fucking around at this age.
Right.
So
might as well just give it a shot.
give it a shot.
Yeah.
Worst thing can happen, you make the team.
Yeah, literally nothing to lose.
So Vince leaves, and he goes and he sees his dad.
Yeah.
And his dad sees him, and they sit down, and they don't say anything for a while. They're kind of looking at each other. And the dad just goes, I never liked her.
Like, love the dad.
Yep. And he goes, and Mark Wahlberg's like, I should have saw it coming, Pop. And they sit quietly for a second. And Mark Wahlberg goes, Dad, I've never asked you anything like this before. I'm having trouble making rent. And the dad goes, how much you need, son? He's like, just 100. And I'll pay you back. I promise you. He goes, forget it. I've been where you are. I've needed help too before. This is family.
Yeah.
I got you. Because you tell the dad broke too. The dad's in like a little studio apartment as well.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
clearly he ain't, and it's like really shitty.
Right.
He ain't got money either, right? He goes, thank you, Pop. Thank you. Right? It's quiet for a second. And the dad goes, oh, and I love this because it was like, wow, this is a real dad. Because he goes, oh, so what do you think about this new coach, huh? Like just that subject change. And I was like, wow, that's what my dad did. Like, I was just like, yeah, let's just talk sports.
Right.
Right? And he goes, and then Mark Wahlberg goes, I mean, he won the Rose Bowl. I mean, that's saying something, right? And then the dad goes, I heard the guys were razzing you about going to this tryout. Mark Wahlberg's like, yeah, I don't know. And the dad goes, maybe let this one go, son. A man can only take so much failure. Mark kind of puts his head down. I like that, bro. It showed a real conversation because it's not like he's a bad dad.
No.
He's just like,
damn. That's a crazy thing to hear. That's a crazy thing to hear.
a lot of it. So apparently this was in the book too. Like, so I looked up certain stuff. Like his dad said that to him.
Right.
So it's like, well, also that sounds real. Like, damn, yeah, that sounds like, because it's like, damn, his dad wasn't even being a dick to him or nothing. He was just like, bro, you're going through it right now.
Just let it be.
Just let it be.
Right.
Cut to the next day.
Mm-hmm.
Hundreds of people in line outside the stadium. Hundreds. Like hundreds. The news guys interviewing people. You see some random fat dude. Mm-hmm. And they go, sir, what about you? What are you doing here? What do you mean, what am I doing here? I want to be an Eagle, baby. Mm-hmm. He goes, oh, wow, you think you have a chance? I mean, yeah, 2 years on varsity would say so. Mm-hmm. And I'm in the best shape of my life. Yeah. And you see all these idiots and they're like, fight, Eagles, fight on the road to victory. And the news guy's like, Jesus Christ. Right. You know what I mean? Cut to the tryout. Horrible players. All the coaches watching, and the coaches are pissed.
Right.
All the coaches are like,
what are we doing?
What the fuck are we doing, right? Yeah. You know, this is fucking, well, bro, it's insane to say. I'm watching it like, why this happen, though? Like, these unreal great coaches had to sit here and watch regular motherfuckers, like,
try to play football.
And had to, like, write notes down.
Right.
So, no one can catch. We see the old men, like, an old men out there just fucking trying to go through the tire drills, all kinds of terribleness. Then some of the news guys leave because they're like, this is stupid.
Right.
We see Vince just waiting in this long line.
Right.
Right. And he's just looking. All he's doing is looking up at the stadium like,
right.
Whoa. Like, whoa, I'm down here, you know?
Right. You
see the owner come up to the coach, Dick Vermeil, and he brings him 3 of their best players. He's like, Coach, why don't you meet 3 of your best guys? This is TJ, this is Howie, and this is somebody else. Like, clearly real Eagles players, too.
Yeah.
And one of the players goes, how's it looking, Coach? You see anything? And Coach Vermeil's just kind of not looking at them, watching, and he goes, "Why, are you worried, TJ?" And he keeps making notes. And the dude goes, "What? I mean, what, Coach, should I be? Well, last year we had the worst team in the league. I'd say everyone should be. See you at camp." And he walks off, and you see the players like already like, man, fuck this dude, bro. Right. Which is like, hey, bro, you lost all year.
Yeah. To be but sometimes that's why you're losing. Your players are okay with being bad and cocky about being bad
and making money
because they are better than everybody. Yeah,
and you're making mad money.
Yeah.
Even back then, it's like they're not making money they're making now, but they're making more money than a regular motherfucker.
Right.
So Vince just waiting in line. Finally, Dick Vermeil, he walks over to like where people are running the 40s, which is like the first part. Like that's where the line starts.
Right.
And the two in front of Vince go, and then someone else goes, and then Dick Vermeil's like, "Are they almost done with this?" And he's like, "Yeah, we can wrap up soon." And then it's his turn, and they go next, and then the whistle, beep, ride, let it ride. This nigga slow mo, ride. You see all the coaches' eyes immediately like get big.
Yeah.
This nigga gone, runs right by him.
Right.
They hit the watches. They all go to Coach Vermeil.
So there's always a stopwatch moment.
Yep. And they look at Coach Vermeil, and he goes, throw him a few.
Throw him a what?
Throw him a few.
Okay.
Right? So you see this nigga snagging everything. One-handed. He's burning people. None of these motherfuckers can hold him.
Right.
It's exactly what his friend said.
Right.
Just destroying everyone, bro. Running on. And Dick Vermeil is just kind of looking at him like, huh. Right? Finally, they call it. That's it, gentlemen. You see all these people who didn't get the trial. Like, bruh, he could have just been at the back of the line.
Right.
People like complaining, yada, yada. You see Vince catch his last pass. He looks around. He's like, all right, then that's it. Everyone else is pissed. He kind of just drops the ball and he kind of leaves.
Right.
He goes out to his car. His engine won't start. Shit, give me a fucking break. He gets out the car. Dick Vermeil walks up. So, how long you had trouble with this? Since I bought it. I'm Dick Vermeil. I'm Vince Papale. Well, Vince, you have any idea how fast you ran out there? No, sir. You ran a 4.540.
Oh.
Yo, you moving. You moving, dog.
Yeah.
And he goes, whoa, like, damn. He goes, where you play your college ball, son? I didn't play college ball. Vince, do you mind me asking, how old are you? I don't mind, coach. But do you mind me asking, how old are you? And the coach laughs.
Right.
He's like, huh. Cut to, he goes to work that night.
Right.
You see him just at work, and he's smiling. He's just walking around smiling. He's doing the dishes and shit. Yeah, the boys are at the bar. Nobody's talking to him. Everybody's just regular conversation.
Right.
The news cuts on. They go, hey, Vince, cut it up. Cuts the news up. And, the news is talking, yada, yada. And they go, hey, cut to what's his name for sports. And they go, yada, yada. And the guy's making fun of the day. So, Coach Vermeil had all these newcomers out here. And they show the fat guys and all that. And he's like, what a waste of time. And you see all the boys at the bar laughing. And Vince Papale is just kind of looking at it. Yeah. And the guy goes, but believe it or not, Dick Vermeil did invite one person and one person only to the actual Eagles tryouts.
The training camp or what?
Yeah, to the training camp. And the boys get bar quiet. And they go, Philly native Vince Papale. And it's quiet as fuck, and he kind of just turns around. Yeah, former teacher who didn't even play college ball, and the boys go, ah!
It's a good moment.
Unreal moment, dog.
Yeah, it's a good moment.
Yeah! They're picking him up. That's crazy. They're like throwing him in the air.
That's crazy.
So they're cheering. Cut to, they're all drinking, celebrating now, Avi. Because, bro, you know what's crazy? If he didn't make it any farther.
Right.
Hey, that's your boy.
Yeah,
Do you need anything else?
Oh, bro, we're never not telling that story.
Bro, we convinced him to go try out.
And he got to training camp.
He got to training camp,
to training camp. That's crazy.
And he had to get cut. Like,
they had to cut him.
Decision.
Yeah, crazy.
So, cut to, they're all drinking, they're celebrating. They start fucking with Elizabeth Banks. Mm-hmm. And they're testing her football history. And you can tell she's like a legit Giant fan. Right. She knows everything, right? And she names her favorite player, Sam Huff, and she knows all of his stats, yada, yada. Mm-hmm. And then they go, all right, well, and then Vince goes, oh, whatever. And she goes, well, why don't you tell me something about your beloved Eagles? And he goes, okay, Tommy McDonald. And everybody goes, ooh, that's Vince's favorite player right there. And he tells Tommy McDonald's whole career and how his last game, he beat the Giants for the championship.
Right.
Everyone laughs, right? So it's quiet. And then Max gets up. He goes, I'm going to give a speech to Vince Papale, neighborhood boy who 2 days from now will be mixing it up with Bill Berge. And everybody's like, Berge! Because it's like, damn, these are their favorite players.
Damn.
Tone Parker, Tone, TJ Lynch, TJ! For the team that we all love, the Philadelphia Eagles! Bro, come on. Did I not pick the right movie?
Yeah, it's great. It's a great movie. Good timing.
And the timing.
Yeah, the great timing.
So while they're going crazy, you see Vince's face start getting like
nervous.
Because he's realizing like when he said he's going to be mixing it up with these people, he's like,
oh shit, these are real deal NFL players.
I have to tackle some. Oh shit.
Yeah, get tackled by him.
So he goes to the bathroom and you see he just starts staring at himself like, Cut to Max, you see he goes and gets him. He's like, come on, man, I want to talk to you. He takes him outside and he goes, I want to give you something. And he's like, no, I don't need any more help, man. He goes, well, I'm going to give it to you. Like, you're like, hey, bro, you about to take this money.
Yeah.
You know? He goes, I'm fine. He's like, well, you're going to be fine more. You pay your bills while you're at camp, all right? And he goes, Max, I'm not making the team. Hey, you don't talk like that. Not
That's
now.
a good friend.
Because now we're here.
Yeah.
We're here now, baby.
Yeah.
And he goes, you go out there and you play like you're better than every last one of them. You hear me? He goes, I got you, Max. And then right then you see Elizabeth coming out and she's going to leave. He's like, where you going? She's like, I'm heading home. He's like, you think I'm letting Uncle Tony I walk you home alone? Vince, walk her home. And he's like, all right. And then he goes, and make sure you go straight home. He's in training. He's like, I will. And then, so right then you see they're about to leave. The news shows up and they want to talk to Vince. And he's like, no, I gotta walk her home because he doesn't want to talk. And she's like, oh, I can wait.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh. And so they're on the street with Vince here. Vince Papale, future player for the Philadelphia Eagles. Cuts.
Right.
All right. Cut to he's walking her home. They're chit chatting, and then she's like, she's trying to play it cool, and then finally she looks at him and she's like, you got something like really big happening right now. Right? And he's like, I'll be right back here in a couple of days. Don't you worry. And she goes, oh, okay. Like, kind of like I don't know if you want to acknowledge it, but this is pretty fucking crazy.
Intense. Yeah, this is intense.
And then he's like, that's whatever. He leaves. She kind of smiles at him as he walks away.
Right.
He goes back to his empty place. Right? And he's like, oh, like he's kind of annoyed by it. And then right then he walks in and his boys call the house. And they go, yo, he's like, what's up? They go, turn on the TV. Your interview's about to come on. He's like, he doesn't have a TV. He has to go next door.
Right.
And this old lady answers, yes, Vincent. He goes, hey, Miss Spagnetti, do you mind if I just watch your TV for a few minutes, please? I love how real that is. Like, oh, bro, that happened. You can tell that's real.
Yeah.
And she goes, oh, of course, honey. And he comes in. She, like, makes him a plate of pasta, and he's sitting there, and he's watching. And then he comes on the TV, and she's like, Vincent? That must have been like. And then he's like, they're talking about how he's going to try for the Eagles. And she goes, oh, my God, my neighbor's famous? Yeah. Cut to Dick Vermeil's watching. He's watching the same interview with his wife. His wife can't believe it. She's like, I can't believe you did that. He's like, I just got to shake things up, honey. And she goes, you know these fans are tough, honey. They're going to be tough on you. Remember, they threw snowballs at Santa Claus.
Right.
Which everyone brings up.
Famous, yeah.
And he goes, oh, I know. And then she goes, why don't you get some sleep? And you see he's working. And he goes, I'll sleep in December. And she goes, not if you make the playoffs. And he smiles so big. Like, good one. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Goddamn right not if I make the playoffs. Cut to early morning. We see Vince wakes up, takes off running. He's working out. He's running. Soft music plays as he runs through Philly.
Okay.
All right. Bro, this was one of my favorite shots in this movie, and still to this day, one of the most inspiring. Like, I think about this, and it gets me going. He comes back home, drenched in sweat. He's exhausted. He looks around his empty place and just goes, fuck this. Slams the door, back to running. I always love that shot, bro. And that Mark Wahlberg killed that shot. I'm just like, fuck this, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I do have something. You know what I mean? Like, I'm finna go for this shit, bro.
Right.
He gets back a second time. Now it's night.
Right.
More sweaty. His boy sitting at the front desk, one of his boys. He's like, yo, Petey. And the friend's like, yo, what's up? And he's like, yeah, you been waiting here long? He's like, nah. I was just in the neighborhood. Figured I'd see if you was here. You got a big day tomorrow, huh? And Mark Wahlberg's like, yeah, I guess. We'll see what happens, you know? And it's quiet. But his friend looks at him. This is a good thing, Vinny. No matter how it goes. Even if for a day. And he's like, just kind of like, nods his head, right?
Right.
Mark Wahlberg. The friend gets up and he gets right in his face. You know, I never said You know, I never said good luck to Andrew before now. Remember they say one of the friend's brothers never came back?
Yeah.
And he goes, you do good out there, okay? And then he walks off. Bruh. Also, imagine being Vince. You're like, this is getting heavy.
This some real shit.
This is getting heavy, dog.
Real shit. Jesus Christ.
Because it's like, oh my God, now I got to make this fucking team.
Right.
My friends are kind of like, need this win.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Everything's going poorly. We need a win. The community needs a win.
Just somebody needs a win.
Right.
So Eagles training camp, day one. He comes in with this. He's by himself. He's the first one there.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
And all that's there is the old black equipment guy.
Ooh. MBJ, like, Magical Black Janitor?
Magical Black Janitor.
Yes.
And he goes, don't touch anything. None of this is yours, right? Mm-hmm. And he walks around the locker room and he's just in awe. His jerseys, helmets, Eagles, equipment.
Right.
You know? And it's all organized. He finds his locker, his name spelled wrong.
Right.
Okay. And he goes, excuse me, sir? Yeah? My name's spelled wrong. Son, nothing personal. But by the time I get to it, will it even matter? And the guy just walks off.
Hilarious. He's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong. No one's been wrong.
Vince looks down, grabs his helmet and the 83 jersey and just like.
Gets away with the jersey. That's crazy. And with the helmet, that's wild.
Eagle on that bitch.
Yeah, that's wild.
Cut to, he's sitting, he's fully dressed. He sits and he opens the note that his ex left him and he rereads it.
Right.
We don't know what it says yet.
Right.
And then he closes it and he hides it and he puts it in his locker. All right. Cut to, all this team is now showing up. Like, everybody's showing up, like walking in. He's already fully dressed, sitting in his locker.
Yeah.
Right? Some motherfuckers are just walking by him. You see Dick Vermeil coming down. As he comes down to practice, all the fans talking shit, booing him.
Right.
And his assistant goes, welcome to the NFL, Dick.
Right.
Like, he's like, because he's kind of like,
Jesus,
I haven't even done anything yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they go, he comes down, he goes, gentlemen, you're about to hear me say a word you'll never hear me say again. And that word is lose. It means to fail, to relinquish. This team has failed. This team has been relinquished. But starting today, we are on a path towards winning. For 6 weeks, we'll be doing 2-a-days. We are going to shake the rust out of these shoulder pads, men, and we will win. I don't care your story. I don't care who you are. I don't care when you were drafted. I don't care what you did last year, what you did in your career. You will earn a spot by what you do on this field. Period. I play no favorites. None. Let's go to work. Bro, I like NFL speeches because it's like,
damn,
it's a little more, it's not as rah-rah. It's more like,
hey, this is business.
Try me.
Yeah.
You know? They start working out. They're doing drills, conditioning, and it's fucking tough. Vince is out there, though. Running, doing all the drills, right? Nigga, you see niggas out of shape, and Dick Vermeil is working these motherfuckers hard, bro. They're tired as shit. Mm-hmm. We see a star receiver like catch a pass and kind of like celebrate and then go back to the end of the line. Papali catches his, he's next in line. He catches a pass and he takes it to the fucking end zone.
Right.
It's like 70 yards.
Right.
And the cornerback who like got burnt looks at him and he goes, hey, old man, what you doing? This ain't high school. You see Vince score and he starts jogging back. Yeah. And then Coach Vermeil goes, hey, Banks, that old man just made you look bad. Way to finish, Papali. And you see these motherfuckers like you see motherfuckers getting annoyed with this nigga, bro.
Yeah.
So the next drill, bro, he gets
lit up.
Whoo. Coach right on his ass. Stay on your feet, Papali, or get the fuck off my field. Bro, they're not playing favorites with him either.
Like Vermeil said that? Or just
the other assistant coach. Yeah, it's bro, they're not playing.
Yeah, they're not playing. Yeah.
Cut to, he's doing head-up drills, right? He gets blasted and thrown down. And like another player gets down on him and like, stay down, bitch. And then you see Coach Vermeil go, come on, 83, you want us to be on this team? Show me more than that. Mm-hmm. Like you can see Vermeil's like he's barely paying attention to him, bro.
Right.
Like he's just you're just a nigga that's out here, bro.
Right.
I'm not showing you love.
Right.
So practice ends, everyone's walking off the field. Vince jogs off.
Right.
All the players make fun of him. Bruh. Don't you just love this? Because it's so sports.
Yeah.
Because you're like, oh, I bet they know. It's like, bro, this happened. Because I know this happened. Yeah. That's how niggas be.
Yeah.
Motherfucker came in like this with this kind of hard work attitude, everyone would hate him so much. And he's doing little things like jogging off the
right.
Oh, bro, you're not getting bonus points for that.
No.
Go watch Rudy. They didn't like him, bro. That takes some time.
Right.
So Joe Montana still hates this nigga.
Yeah, for whatever reason.
So you know what I'm saying? Like niggas, motherfuckers don't like people like this sometimes, bro.
Yeah.
Because they feel like you didn't earn it, you know? So cut to the locker room. Somebody comes up to him and they go, yo, what you doing, Pops? And then another guy comes up. It's the first day of camp, man. Settle down. Help the ones who are going to make this team. And, like, all the players are looking at him all pissed and, like, laughing at him. Right. And he just sits, like, in his locker alone. Bro, that must have been a lonely feeling, dog.
Yeah. Jesus.
Also, you were fans of these niggas.
Yeah. And now they're like, fuck you. Yeah.
And you're like, bro, what? I'm just trying to, like.
Yeah, I'm trying to make this team.
Live a dream. I thought that's what we were doing.
Yeah.
So he gets a room. Like, he gets a room in the facility.
Yeah.
You know, no roommate, though. Dinner at 7, meeting at 9, lights out at 11. And he goes, who's my roommate, yada, yada. He's like, he's already gone. And you see his eyes kind of like realizing, like, damn, someone already got cut? Like, yeah, nigga, your guy's already gone. So you see, while he's in his room, another one of the asshole players goes through his locker, and they find Vince's note from the ex. And they read it out loud. And it says, Vince, you'll never go anywhere. You'll never make any money. And you'll never make a name for yourself. And you see the two dudes read it. And they go, damn. That's some cold-blooded shit, man.
Yeah.
And they just put it back.
That you know what's crazy? That would make you be like, oh, damn, that actually does suck.
Like, ooh, shit.
Yeah.
So you see Vince looks on his bed. There's a little box, and he has a gift. Like somebody sent him something. Right. And he opens it up. It's football magazines, and then it's a Giants shirt. And he's like, what the? And he puts it back in the box, and then he calls Elizabeth Banks, and he's like, yo, you trying to get me fucking killed?
Yeah.
She's like, what? I thought you'd like it.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah.
And she's like, how's it going? He tells her, he's like, oh, nobody fucking likes me, yada, yada. Yeah. And then he goes, but fuck all that. You working tomorrow night? And she's like, what do you mean? And he asks all nervous for her to go out on a date. Yeah. And she says yes. Okay. So, I mean, I'd like the Giants t-shirt would have made me also be like, oh, I'm asking this bitch out. Like,
that's funny.
I like her.
That's funny.
She's being funny, and she's kind of making me feel good, you know?
Yeah.
Cut to the next day. He gets blasted at practice again. Right. Blasted. The asshole dude gets up and goes, she was right, old man. You ain't going nowhere. Vince realizes that because all the players start laughing. Right. He realizes what's going on. He gets up and he starts a brawl with this nigga. Right. They start brawling, bro. Somebody has to break it up. Right. And you see all the players kind of making fun of him and telling him to calm down, like you know what I mean? Right. Like, and you see he's like, but he's like, they're fucking with him. Right. You know. Cut to the next day. He's on a date with Banks, and he tells her, you know, of his ex-wife leaving him. Just like after 5 years they've been married, she just leaves one day, and he tells how his mom got him started into football, and then she got real sick when he was young. And that's why his pops had to work all the time. So he never really got to be too close with his pops because he was always paying the bills and trying to pay for my mom's hospital bills. Right. Like, bro, you tell, like, oh, his life was real.
Yeah, life's tough life.
And he goes, but my father loved the Eagles, man. And he talks about how much he talks about Stevie Van Buren and, like, the time he caught the game, you know, did the game-winning touchdown run and yada, yada. And that was pretty much my whole life was hearing about Stevie Van Buren's run, you know. And that made me a fan, you know. And, you know, and then she starts talking about that game, too. And she remembers that game. And you can tell he's, like, all impressed and, like, in love with this bitch. Right. Cut to, you see Dick making a list. And he takes a deep breath, and then he hands it to the coach, assistant coach, and he goes, first cut's always the deepest. And then he just goes right back to work, like watching film. Right. Like, bro, like you can see, like, damn, it is a business. Rough. Yeah. You see the guy going up to the people, and he goes, coach wants to see you. Bring your playbook. They say the same shit then that they do now. From Hard Knocks. You see, that's what they say. Same thing they said then, they say now. Coach wants to see you. Bring your playbook. And you see motherfuckers in the weight room, motherfuckers studying film, motherfuckers in the trainer's office. Coach wants to see you, bring your playbook. Right? Vince is sitting in his room, bags packed, playbook in hand, looking at the door. He hears, do. It's the door next to him. Coach wants to see you, hear your playbook. And he's like, the guy, you see the feet, just walk by his door. He can't believe it. Aside, how much are you relating to this nigga's stress right now? That's crazy. Would you be like, oh, I'm gone?
Yeah. Why would you think you're still like you'll be like, you're there.
I'm gone.
You're there.
So cut to the bar. the boys are watching like the news, and it's just like all this shit about people striking, yada yada, and you see they're all miserable, and they go, and now sports, and you see I love that because you see all of them like oh shit, and they go, yada yada, this happened with the Phillies, and this happened with the Sixers, and the biggest news today, local Vince Papale made it through his first round of cuts, and all his boys go, whoo, they just breathe, they exhale like, right, and then one boy goes, that a boy, Vince, that a boy, no celebration, just like you can tell they're all like,
oh my God, it's happening. Things are it's still going. It's still
going.
going.
All right, we can't it's almost like a pitcher throwing a no hitter.
Yeah,
it's like just, nobody say anything.
No one say anything. Yeah.
So, cut to the next day of practice. Welcome, gentlemen, to special teams. You want to make this roster? This is going to be most of your chance right here, which is the most true thing in football.
Yes.
In the NFL.
Yes.
He goes, and what we're looking for? He goes, now speed and strength are critical, but what we're looking for here is desire and determination. That's what's important on special teams. Facts.
Right.
Because special teams is just about like who's willing to die.
Right.
Who's willing to be a human torpedo.
Shield. Yeah.
Or shield.
Or shield.
One or the other.
Yeah.
You want to be a torpedo or a shield because they're both insane. So we see a kickoff, Vince running, and they're timing players like who can get down the field the fastest from a kickoff.
Right.
He comes in third. First time. He gets left in the dust. Mm-hmm. Nick Vermeil's watching. He's like, come on, Vince. Other players talking shit to him. He comes in third again. He's like, fuck. He takes off towards the locker room.
Right.
Players are kind of laughing. Like, what is he doing? Right? Is he quitting? He runs to the equipment dude. He takes his stuff off, and he starts looking through the pads. He grabs some itty-bitty quarterback pads.
Right.
Right? And the equipment guy goes, what are you doing, son? You won't last a week in those. And I love this. Mark Wahlberg looks up, and he goes, nothing personal, bro, but does it really even fucking matter?
Yeah.
Like,
damn, throw it right back at him.
Yeah, like, bro, you said it don't matter.
Yeah.
And he comes back out, and now he's got these small pads on. Ride, let it run.
Yeah.
And then he fucking hit the drill. Oh, would you ride? And this nigga's running. Bro, he wins the drill.
Right.
Wins it again.
Right.
The other players are now looking at him like, the fuck, we were just beating this nigga.
Right.
Cut to him running routes. He gets blasted out the air. He lays for a minute. And then he gets up slow-mo, right? He's like, you see him like hurting. And then he runs off the field, ends the practice, he jogs off.
Right.
It's late. He's getting dressed. He's by himself. He hears the coaches talking. You can tell they don't see him about a player, Franks, who's keeps getting beat on the left side. If he doesn't figure that shit out, he won't be sticking around here long, that's for sure. He overhears coaches saying this.
Right.
He's like, okay. Cut to, he goes to the rehab center, and he starts wrapping his ribs up, and he's hurting.
Right.
He looks up through the window. Dick Vermeil walks by, and he's like doing something, grabbing something, and then Dick stops, and he looks through the window, and he looks at him, and it's just him wrapping up his ribs. Mm-hmm. And then Vince just kind of goes, and Dick just goes, and then keeps walking.
Right.
And then he's like, and he just keeps wrapping his ribs up. Yeah. And it's like, bro, I bet this is how these players really feel.
Right.
I was like, bro, I can't let anybody know I'm hurt.
Yeah. This is a problem.
It's a problem. Anyone thinks I'm hurt. It's a problem.
I'm a fringe guy.
I'm a fringe guy.
Yeah, I'm a fringe guy.
So, cut to, time pass. We see Tommy and his dad, who work at the same plant, striking outside the job.
Damn.
All right. Cut back to, Vince is at the bar. He's eating chicken soup that Elizabeth Banks made him. Dove Davidoff is the only person in the bar.
Right.
And you see Vince ask her out on a date. She says yes, yada, yada, right? Like, it's a nice little moment. She walks off. Johnny goes, Dove Davidoff goes, man, you think that girl wants you? Huh? She only wants you because you got this thing going. Let me tell you something, Vince. You're still nothing, man. When all this is over and done, you're still nothing, just like the rest of us.
Interesting.
And Vince, you see, kind of go like, just ignores him.
Right.
But these niggas is going through it, bro.
Yeah.
He's going through it out here.
Yeah, you're right.
Cut to the next day. He's rereading the note from his ex, and he puts it back in his locker. He gets ready for practice. Right? Cut to the next day. He goes on a date with Banks. People are coming up to her. Elizabeth Banks, people are coming up saying like, yo, great job, Vince, yada, yada. You know, keep sticking it to him. You know, like people are coming up like, hey, I know it might not last much longer, but man, we're proud of you. Like all this stuff, right? And it's happening, and you see him kind of getting more nervous and more nervous. And then he looks at Elizabeth Banks. This is right when the date's about to start. They're about to go inside.
Right.
And he goes, I gotta tell you something. I didn't think I would make it past the first week of all this. And now that I'm here, I think it's better if I just think about one thing right now. and not everything else. You understand? And she goes, wow. I mean, what, you thought this was a date or something? You know, she goes, and then she goes, look, I'm not, and then he goes, look, I didn't mean it. And she goes, no, I'm the last one that wants to start something right now. And she grabs her purse and he goes, look, I'm sorry. She goes, no. You know, I think Max said he'll be super busy tonight, so I'm just going to go help there. You know, I'll see you around. And he goes, wait. And she goes, bye. Tell her, and she goes, I'll tell everyone at the bar you said hi. And she walks off.
Right.
And he's like, right? Cut to Vince. He goes into remember when the coaches were talking shit about this Franks guy?
Yeah.
He goes into Franks' room. He knocks on the door, and you see this dude reading. Doesn't even look up at Vince. Just keeps reading. And he goes, you know, what the fuck you want? Like, what the fuck you want, Scab? He says some shit like that, right? Like some shit. He clearly doesn't like him.
Right.
And then Mark Wahlberg goes, well, so you like everyone else around here? And the guy goes, what? Do I hate you? Yes. But I'm a sinner. I hate everybody. And he looks back down. Which is like, I love that. I was like, that's fire.
Yeah.
And then he goes, yeah, well, can I tell you something? Your weak side blocking isn't good enough. And you see the dude look up from his book, and then he gets real serious and he leans forward. Says who? And then Mark Wahlberg goes, I just heard the coaches talk. And then I just heard the coaches talk.
I just heard the coaches talk.
He snatches him.
Yeah.
Like snatches him down like into the floor, like into position.
Yeah.
And he goes, what color are my knuckles? And Mark Wahlberg's like, what? And he goes, what color are my fucking knuckles? And he goes, white. And he goes, they're white because I'm leaning forward. It means I'm coming after you. It means I'm about to attack you. Now, what color are they now? What color are they now? And he's like, there's no color. He's like, when the color comes back, it means I'm sitting back. I'm tired of you watching you getting hammered at practice all day. And he pushes him off. And then he's like, Mark Wahlberg's like you can't believe he helped him.
Right. Wow, he gave him advice.
Because the dude gave him advice.
Right. He did it in the most football player way.
Most football player way you can do it.
Yeah.
And he goes, anything else that Mark Wahlberg goes, anything else I should know? He goes, yeah, lose that fucking giant shirts in your closet. And he's like, damn, these guys know, like everyone knows everything about everyone's business.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we're a team.
Yeah.
I'm going to know everything. Everyone's going to know everything about everybody, dog.
Right.
So, cut to practice. Dick is riding them real hard. And they line up again for the one-on-one drills. And Vince finally wins one because he uses the knuckle thing. Mm-hmm. And you see his boys are at they let the fans at practice, so you see his boys at practice, from the bar, and they're cheering like crazy. You see they go, Vince, line back up again. And you see Vince, he's kind of like tired. He does it again, and he wins the drill again.
Right.
And now the dude who he beat goes, line up again, Papali. Motherfucker, line up. And he's like, and they line up again, and this time the guy just fucking pancakes him.
Right.
Just blasts him, right? But everyone gives Vince their respect. And even one of the teammates help him up.
Damn.
And the fans cheer him.
Damn.
Because he won the drill twice.
He
kept fighting.
Yeah. And he still lined up again. He didn't quit.
Nope.
Yeah.
But against a way bigger guy.
Yeah.
Because he's going against O-lineman and D-lineman because he's working on getting ready to be on punt and field goal block and stuff like that. So you have to you got to know what you're doing.
Right.
If you're going to play special teams.
Right.
Cut to their first preseason game. They lose the opener to San Diego 20-7. Mm-hmm. And still with the team one more week, Vince Papali lives on. That's on the news, all right? The bar cheers.
Yeah.
Cut to the next preseason game. They lose to the Steelers 14-7. Cut to the next preseason game. They lose 24-16. With final cuts just days away and Vince Papali lost playing time this last week, everyone's nervous in Philadelphia. Will our boy make the team? The Eagles lose their final preseason game 21-17 to the Cleveland Browns, which brings their preseason record to 0-6. Not the start Dick Vermeil was looking for.
Right.
So you see Vince, he's awake on the bus late night, just nervous. You see Dick up front, just making notes, trying to figure out what's going on, bro.
Right.
You see Vince is sitting on a stoop, and his dad comes home. His dad's like, Vince, what you doing here? Don't you have a curfew, son? And he's like, I just wanted to apologize for borrowing money from you that one time, during that rough time. I gives it back. I really appreciate it. And the dad goes, they let you go, son? He goes, no, not yet. But they're going to tomorrow, I said, I already went to the bar and asked Max for my hours back. And then it's quiet, and he goes, I understand. And then Mark Wahlberg goes, it's over, Pop. They play the Cowboys this Sunday. Roger Staubach, Drew Pearson. They need a football player. not me.
Yeah.
This was gonna happen sooner or later, and I'm fucking tired of letting everybody down. It's just everyone's counting on me, and I'm just gonna let them down. I mean, it's gonna make tomorrow so hard, knowing I just ruined this for everybody. It's quiet, and the dad's just looking at him, and he goes, "Son, you know how I used to tell you about Van Buren scoring that touchdown?" And Mark Wahlberg goes, "Dad, I know." He goes, I know. I bring it up a lot. Well, Van Buren scoring that touchdown, son, that got me through 30 years at that factory. That got me through your mom being sick. Bruh, he goes, when I told you, he starts tearing up, not to get your hopes up, it didn't mean I wasn't, son. And he walks off. And you see Mark Wahlberg like Jesus Christ. This is already so fucking hard, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yo, y'all niggas is putting so much fucking pressure on me, dog.
Yeah.
But I get it. The dad's like, bruh, hey, they still ain't cut you yet, nigga.
Right.
So I'm living off this right now.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Because I get what he's saying. He's like, bro, like that one touchdown got me through 30 years. You make this team.
Oh, I'm good for life. The rest of my life is good.
I don't give a fuck what happens.
Yeah, I got through it. I did the two things that happened. They got me through it.
Yep.
Yeah.
The coaches have a meeting the next day. Yeah. All right. We got one receiver slot open. Samson or Papali. Let's go around the table. You see all the coaches say Samson. All of them. One admits, it's closer than I ever thought, but come on, I got to go Samson. Right? Like,
right.
And then one coach goes, look, Dick, it's hard enough your job. The vets hate him. The fans, who knows how that could be. He has heart, but people don't want heart. No, Dick Vermeil goes, he has heart, guys. And one of the coaches goes, people don't want heart, Dick. They want wins.
True.
Yes and no.
Yes and no.
Because you know yes and no.
Well, now it's like, bro, you got like Vermeil has to be like, look, the whole city's behind him. If we get it, the city's against us right now. If we get something that the city would be like, it's one
spark.
of us. Yes, we need a
spark.
spark.
And I know the team hates him, but it could change.
It could change, right?
And that spark could be huge.
Right?
Because he's like, yeah, normally, of course, heart. If I want wins or heart, I always want wins.
Right.
But every once in a while,
you need some heart.
Bro, heart's gonna win you the game. Not strategy, not team, not nothing.
Yeah.
Just a motherfucker with heart.
Yeah, and this is not a team on the verge of the playoffs. This is the worst team in the league.
So sometimes you might just need a little heart.
Yeah.
And we'll worry about wins after that.
Yeah. You need a reason to fight.
So you see him watching film late night alone, Dick Vermeil, and his wife and kids surprise him. And he gets all excited. He's like, oh, my God. And the wife comes up. She's like, hi, honey. He's like, baby, I needed this. And he starts messing with the kids. And then the kids run off and start playing with all the helmets and stuff. And he goes, thank you so much, honey. And she goes, no problem. She brings him food. And she goes, so what's going on? And he's like, I think we're going to let go of Papali. And then she goes, we? Is that your decision? You mean I'm going to let go of Papali? And he goes, honey, it's a bigger decision than you think. And she goes, yeah, but you said he's someone you could build a team around. You literally said that. He's like, Carol, there are other things to deal with here. Right? Because I like how she's like, well,
you're the coach.
You're the one. Hold on. I thought it wasn't about football.
Right.
And then she gives him a quote about character. Like what the quote, like this great quote about character. I forgot the quote.
Right.
And then he goes, honey, that's not the problem. The kid's got plenty of character. She goes, honey, I'm not talking about him. He's like, cut to the locker room. Papali, Coach Dick wants to see you. You see players get all happy and excited. Oh, he's fucking gone. More room on the roster. Like making fun of him, right?
Right.
He gets up, he grabs his stuff, he goes in. Vince, yes, sir, close the door. He sits down. He goes, Vince, we haven't had much time to talk really since you've been here. He goes, no, Coach, not really. He goes, how you holding up? And Vince goes, a couple bumps here and there, but I'm all right. How about you, Coach? And he smiles. He goes, couple bumps here and there, but I'm all right. And Vince goes, all right, good. Right. And you can tell he's like, I like nobody talks to me like this.
Yeah.
But I get it for him. It's like, bro, I have nothing to lose. I'll talk to you however the fuck I want to talk to you.
Yeah, this is over.
And he goes, one thing, and then Dick goes, one thing about this pro game is just, it's not like college. lot faster, a lot harder, you know. And he goes, and then right then, Mark cuts him off. And he goes, hey, coach, I just wanted to thank you for this. I wanted to thank you for this opportunity and everything you've done for me and for sticking your neck out for me and sticking for me this long. Thank you. And he pushes his playbook over. Dick Vermeil smiles, goes, huh, slides the playbook back over. Why don't you hang on to that for a few more months, huh? Welcome to the Eagles. Mark Wahlberg goes, like, right? Like,
yeah.
Bro.
I just made the Eagles.
I just made the fucking Eagles, dog. Yeah. Are you fucking kidding me?
Are you out of your mind?
So, cut two. This is the best. This is my favorite scene because I would have did some shit like this. He's waiting outside the facility with his hood up and he's leaning on his car.
Yeah.
His best boy comes up, Tommy.
Right.
Pissed. God damn it, Parks. God damn, your fucking car sucks, man. I was at work. I can't be just coming out here to give you a jump. Fuck.
Yeah.
And he goes, you always need a jump. And he starts checking his car. And Mark Wahlberg's like, I know. I'm sorry. And he goes, well, your cables are good. Well, it looks like you have a charge. Yo, you sure this thing won't start? And Mark Wahlberg's just smiling, like ear to ear. And he looks at him. You fucking kidding me? He slams it. Are you fucking kidding me right now?
Oh, man.
Are you a fucking Philadelphia Eagle?
Oh, man. So this is where I would start crying.
That's right.
For sure.
Where you are crying.
I am crying. He's an Eagle.
Yo, you're a fucking Philadelphia Eagle. He goes, I had to let you know first, dog. Ah! Yeah. He grabs him. We're going to Max's. You're drinking. You're buying. Yeah. Yo, they run in. They walk into the store. I mean, no. They get into the car, and he looks at. He goes, Tommy, how you doing with the strike though? Are you good? He goes, you need money? Everything okay? He goes, oh, I'm good now, Vince. I'm good now. Like, bro, what
are you talking about?
They come in the bar. He goes, he's at the 30. The bar goes, oh, he's at the 20. Ooh. Like, bro, they start saying, he's at the 10, number 83 of the Philadelphia Eagles. Vince Papale. Bro, the bar goes
nuts.
Ape shit.
Right.
Everyone's standing on the tables.
Right.
Oh! And they go, you did it. You did it. And then one of his buddy grabs him, the one who lost his brother in Nam. He goes, man, your seats are so much better than ours now.
Yeah.
And then right then, bro, his dad comes in the bar. Dad, tear it up, bro. Everybody's like, Kingy. And he goes, hey, Pop. He goes, you come here. You come here. And he grabs him. He goes, Stevie Van Buren's got nothing on my boy.
Ooh.
And bruh,
oof.
You know that's your dad's favorite player?
Yeah. Oof.
Come on.
Oof.
Dove is the only one who's kind of pissed.
Right.
Vince sends him a beer.
Right.
Just sends him a beer. Cut to the end of the night. It's just Mark and the Max dude, the owner of the bar. And he's like, yo, tonight was great, man. Thank you so much. And Max is like, I'm so proud of you, Vinny. And he goes, Vince goes, let me ask you a question, though, about Johnny. What's his deal? Why is he acting like this?
Right.
He goes, Vince, he's scared. He's scared. He thinks you're going to leave. He goes, what do you mean? He goes, man, look, the kid's got no job. He's got no family. The only family he has is us. And you know how South Philly is. Our strength is in our numbers. He doesn't want you to go. Dallas Cowboys versus Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh, wow.
September 12th, 1976.
Damn.
Season opener.
Damn.
At Cowboy Stadium.
Jesus.
This is real.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's like these aren't fake stats, bro.
Right.
Locker room's quiet. It's game day. Mm-hmm. You niggas is locked in. You see Vince getting dressed. He's putting his jersey on. Mm-hmm. He sees everyone so locked in. Like, he's looking at everyone, and he's getting like, because motherfuckers like locked in, bro.
Yeah.
And cut to, he's throwing up in the bathroom.
Right.
He stops, and he goes to clean himself up, but he keeps hearing it. And he turns around. Dick Vermeil comes out the other stall. And he's looking at him. And then he goes, sorry, coach. I think I ate something bad. And then Dick Vermeil wipes his face. And he's like, yeah, bad room service. And he just, like, without even looking at him. Because he's like, bro, I'm so not worried about you right now. Like, he's like, nigga, I'm trying to beat the Cowboys. Right. I can't worry about you. Get away from me.
Right.
Cut to, they run out of the stadium. In the Cowboy Stadium. The shot is unbelievable. It just follows Vince. Yeah. And you see just him like, you know what I mean? You see his boys watching at the bar. There he is! Ah! Like they're going crazy. Here they are, the reigning NFC champs. Cowboys just lost the Super Bowl the year before.
Damn.
The Dallas Cowboys. You see them run out. Staubach, Pearson, these legends running out. And their head coach, the great Tom Landry. You see him with the famous hat walking down the sideline. The Cowboys giving him the ovation. You know, last year's NFC Coach of the Year.
Yeah.
We see Staubach come out as the captain and do the coin toss. Like, bro, it's like, damn, this is real as fuck, nigga.
Yeah.
That's Roger fucking Staubach, dog. Like, that ain't no. That's like one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time.
Yeah.
So. And also war veteran.
Right.
Like
crazy.
Legit badass.
Yeah. Like, Army. Or Navy. I
believe he was a Navy pilot.
I don't know.
I might be wrong. I may be making that, but I want to say he was a Navy pilot. Which is fucking crazy. Mm-hmm. Also Hall of Fame quarterback.
Yeah, wild.
Would have had more stats and bigger stats.
Yeah, if he didn't have to go.
Maybe more Super Bowls. Crazy. So Papali comes out and he can't believe it. And so they come out, their kickoff first. You hear the coach, watch your lanes. Everything's moving so fast. His boys are watching. They're like, let's go, Vinny. Kick off. Poof. His first play. He's sprinting down. Niggas, you see like the vision, like tunnel vision. Motherfuckers, boom, getting taken out one by one. Like a video game. You know what I mean? Like war. Boom, boom. He gets close. He's about to make the tackle, and he starts chopping his feet. He hesitates. He gets depleted. Wow. Ears ringing. Woo. Him just looking up at the Cowboys Stadium, the logo, right?
Yeah.
Just like, what the fuck?
Right.
He lays on the field, everything's spinning. They're replaying it on TV.
Right.
Because there was like a 50-yard kick return and he gets blasted.
Right.
And they're like, ooh, Vince Papali didn't look like an NFLer on that one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
His boys are like, ooh, fuck. He runs off the field, sees Coach Vermeil. He goes, sorry, Coach. Coach grabs him. Sorry? I stuck my fucking neck out for you. You play football or you're fucking gone. Get away from me.
Right.
Bro.
Damn.
Real.
Damn.
I get it, though.
Yeah.
You gonna make me look bad?
Yeah.
You gonna make me look bad?
Yeah.
Are you out of your fucking mind?
My first play.
You were my big risk.
Yeah.
And you fucked up. Oh, bro, I can't imagine. He sits on the bench. He's so pissed at himself. You see Roger throw a touchdown to TD to Pearson immediately.
Right.
Game ends. You find out they get blown out.
Right.
They're all sitting in the locker room quietly, right? Dick's talking to the owner. The owner's giving him shit. 0-7, 6 preseason games, and now this. Not the direction I was hoping for. And you see him like, oh, because it's like niggas lose their job, bro.
Right.
So
it's also 6 preseason games. That's insane.
Oh, you lose 6 preseason games too?
Yeah.
Oh, damn, that's a lot. It's A too many, and B to lose them all is like
wild.
Well, you guys probably suck.
Yeah,
that's a big sample size.
Yeah.
So they're getting trashed on the news, and the news is talking shit about Vince and his awful debut and yada yada, making the city look bad. He goes and he sees Elizabeth Banks, right?
Right.
And she's like, "What are you doing here?" He was like, "I don't know. I was walking around and I needed to tell you something. The other night I was scared, and I know how I could feel about you, and it's just too soon for me, but I don't fucking care. I had to let you know how I feel." And then this time she's like, "I can't, Vince. This is just too much." And then he's like, "Oh, well, if this doesn't when his football stuff stops working out, I'll see you at work in the future maybe." All right, he walks off. You see him driving around all sad, just around the city, just sad. He sees kids playing football. One of the kids has a homemade Philly 83 jersey. He's like, because that would happen, bro.
Yeah, that definitely.
You would be a local fucking
legend.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
From the neighborhood?
Right.
And he gets playing time?
Yeah.
So he keeps driving. Now it's nighttime. He sees the boys having the classic football game against the other bar. Mm-hmm. He pulls up and he's watching them play. Dove notices. Mm-hmm. He comes outside. He comes over. And he's like, "Vince, what you doing here? You watching us lose?" He's like, "I was just driving around, Johnny." He goes, "Hey, Vince, I don't know how much longer the Eagles need you, but your friends sure need your help." And he's like, "I got a game this week, Johnny. I can't." Dove's like, "All right." He walks off.
Right.
Vince keeps watching. The rain starts. It starts raining hard. Music kicks in. You see this nigga coming out the car in the rain, bro. And all the boys are like, "Yo." And he's like, "What's up?" "Oh, Vince is here." He goes, "Let's play some fucking ball." Cut to, they're all playing in the mud, bro, just having so much fun.
Yeah.
And he's getting tackled and everything. And at one point, he gets hit real hard. He's like, ah. And all the boys come over. They go, you okay? You okay? And he looks at him. He's like, never better. And they're all like, yeah, right? They're all cheering. And then they turn up. The game ends. And then, like, you see Davidoff score the game winner. And it shows him celebrating in slow-mo, and he looks really retarded. I always thought that. He's like, ah, ah, like that. Yeah. And they all hug, and then he comes up to Vince, and he goes, even if this is your last game with the Eagles, why don't you win one for the boys in the neighborhood, huh? And they dap up. He's like, I got you.
Right.
You see Banks, he gets home. Banks is waiting at his place. They kiss immediately.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, fucking, I want you. He takes her in. They definitely smash.
Nice.
Next morning, you see Dick reading the paper. He's nervous as shit.
Yeah.
It's just talking shit about him and the Eagles, and they're for sure going to lose, yada, yada. Mm-hmm. His wife comes up. She goes, give him hell today, honey. Cut to Eagle Stadium. New York Giants versus Philadelphia Eagles. Home opener.
All right.
September 19th, 1976. The boys all show up with Elizabeth Banks in their seats, right?
Right.
She has giant shit on, head to toe.
Right.
Boo! Everyone's booing her. And then she's like, just like standing in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then finally they have to get up and go, hey, she's with us. Shut up.
Yeah.
Relax. And then finally it quiets down. And then she goes, she like sits down. And, bro, I don't know if this is in the script or not, but she jumps up and goes, go Giants! And everyone starts throwing shit. They're like, oh, come on. And so you cut to our boys in the locker room, Dick Vermeil, and he's giving the speech, and he goes, a team with character, gentlemen, will always just beat a team with talent. There's talent on this team, don't get it wrong, but we need to find the soul of this team. The soul of this team like players used to have, like Tommy McDonald, Steve Van Buren. They didn't play for themselves. They played for this city. They played for this city because they know they turn to you in times of need. You give them hope. Let's win for them, and let's win one for us. Let's go! They all, you know what I mean? Like, right. They turn up. You see Mark, he goes to his locker. He grabs a note from his ex. He reads it one more time. He tears that shit up.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, y'all, Philadelphia Eagles. They come out, they get half boos, half cheers.
Hilarious.
Accurate.
Yeah.
Eagles special team was a disaster last weekend. Let's see what they need to do. Let's see what they can do here. They need to make a statement now if they're going to make this, let people know that they are for real this season.
Right.
We see like all the names on the jersey. You see Papali. Vince lines up. No return, the coach yells. No return. And their kick is off. You see our boy. He's in front. It's taken near the goal line. You see our boy. The guy's taking out. Another guy taking out. A guy comes up to block him. He sheds that nigga. Bam! He sticks the dude. Yeah. Oh, what a hit! Vince Papali with the hit puts the Giants inside their own 15. Yeah. He stands up and he points right to his boys at the seats. Right. They're like, oh my fucking God! They're replaying the hit on the big jumbotron. Like, people are going crazy because it's him. Yeah, it's people are going crazy, bro.
Right.
The team is celebrating him, picking him up on the sideline and shit. Because Dick Vermeil was right. Like, oh, bro, they'll rally around him.
Yeah.
Just give it a second.
Yeah.
If he makes one play,
they're
going to lose their fucking minds for this guy.
Yes.
All right. Music starts. Now we got a ball game.
Right.
You see the Giants drive. They score. Beautiful touchdown pass in the back of the end zone. Eagles get the ball. They run it down. They throw a screen, drive it down. And he moves right. He's got Carmichael in the end zone. He throws it. Touchdown, Eagles in the corner of the end zone to Carmichael. Yeah. Deadlocked at 7. Next kickoff, Vince runs down, dodges a guy, sheds a guy while getting held, makes a shoelace tackle in open field.
Damn.
Brilliant open field tackle by Vince Papali. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Bro, he did this.
Yeah. Crowd goes nuts again.
The Giants player gets up and goes, somebody fucking block that guy.
Yeah.
Bro, he's made 2 tackles in this game.
Already. Crazy.
We're not done.
Yeah. Crazy.
Crowd's going nuts. Vince. All right. Now the game kind of becomes like a hardness test.
Right.
So we see Vince getting double teamed on the next punt. You see him like just getting blasted in the fourth quarter. They punt again. There's back and forth, hard defense. The game's tied at 14-all.
Right.
We see him running down on the slow-mo at one punt. He gets just decleated.
Right.
In real life, too. Like, this happened to Mark Wahlberg, and they kept rolling.
Damn.
Like, the stunt double hit him too hard.
Right.
You see him get up, like his shoulder pads are all sideways, and he keeps running. Great shot.
Right.
You see his pops watching, just like cheering for his son.
Right.
The Eagles are on their own 5, 3rd and 10. Sullivan finds some running room. We see him break it free, and he's tackled close to the first down. Let's see if the Eagles can get this first down. They really needed to keep this drive alive. If not, they are going to have to punt and hope for overtime. And he is short. He is short. You see Dick yelling, tight punt, no blocks. You know what I mean? Obviously that's what they were trying to do in this situation. Now the Eagles just have to pray and hope for overtime after this one.
Right.
The Giants might go for the block probably. Vince looks down and notices what, Ehsan?
The knuckles.
Notices the knuckles.
Yeah.
Dude has white knuckles.
He's coming.
Vince, all right, set. Vince, you see him like, check 0. And then Dick Vermeil goes, what did he just say? check Zorro. And then you see all the other players looking, and then they go, yeah, check Zorro. And then Dick Vermeil goes like, what the fuck is he doing?
Yeah.
Check Zorro. And hut. They change the punt to like an immediate punt. You see Vince, instead of doing like safe, he goes.
Right.
So he swims the guy, and now he's running free down the field. Papali's free down the field. The ball's in the air. He's going. He's running. You see the ball. The guy catches it, looks up. Bam! It's a fumble!
Oh, he caused the fumble?
It's a fumble! You see Vince, he looks up, sees it, turns, no one's around him. Papali gets up. He scoops it. He's headed to the end zone. His boys are like, no! Oh my God, Papali's on the 40, the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Papali! My God, Vince Papali has scored a touchdown to win the game. His girl's like, oh my God. She's crying.
Right.
All his boys bawling, obviously. This is unbelievable. We've never seen anything like this. The team going crazy. They're picking him up. The bar going crazy. His dad crying. The bartender looks at his dad. That's your boy, Kingy. That's your son. And he's like, the dad's just like, can't believe it.
Yeah.
Dick Vermeil just like this on the sideline. Can't believe it.
Right.
Bro, you see his boys crying in the stands. Fade to black. Cut to real footage.
Wow.
From 76 of his friends cheering and Philly fans cheering for him. Him running down the field against the Cowboys and making a tackle. Vince Papali played for 3 seasons with the Philadelphia Eagles.
Crazy.
You see him on the play against the Redskins. He like makes a great play and he's on the sidelines. He's like, ah, and his teammates like hyping him up.
Right.
In the 80 to 81 season, Dick Vermeil finally led the Eagles to a Super Bowl.
Right. Their first appearance.
That's how, bro. That's how fast he turned them around, though.
Damn, that's crazy.
I didn't know that he turned them around like that.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
You see him getting carried off the field, like the real Dick Vermeil. He's getting carried off the field by the players. We see the punt against the Giants. Papali scores in the end zone. He's jumping around like crazy, celebrating, like jumping like crazy. You see the city giving him so much love, like running on the field, giving him love. He currently resides in New Jersey with his wife, Janet, and 2 children.
Damn.
Invincible.
Damn. I'm going to watch this movie. I'm going to watch it tonight. I'm doing nothing.
What did you think, buddy?
Unbelievable.
Great, right?
Great. I can't wait. That seems like a fun movie to watch.
It's good. It
Disney
just makes you feel good. Huh?
Disney Plus?
Disney Plus.
Okay.
Favorite character?
Besides Vince?
Yeah.
I like the center.
Center was good.
The center was good. And then Vermeil.
Vermeil's good. I like the best friend. The one best friend who showed up and was like, yo, are you on the fucking, like, are you fucking with me?
Yeah.
Bro, could you imagine? Because you're so pissed at him that your boy's calling you, his car broke down, yada, yada.
Right.
Just that flip of feeling to do that to your boy, too. To get to do that to your boy.
Crazy.
Oh, my God. The dad was good, too. I thought the dad was really, really well done.
That is great, man. That was a great movie.
Great. I told you, Elizabeth Banks is a Samuel Jackson in that she's just in this.
Yeah. You didn't really need her.
No. You didn't need. You know what's funny? They didn't need the love interest.
No, it's just
because the movie is an hour and 40 minutes, which is not too long at all. That's perfect timing for what this movie is. Could have been an hour 35, hour 30 if you cut the love story.
Yeah.
And you don't need the love story.
Yeah, but it's Disney.
They thought they needed one.
Yeah. They didn't need one.
The love story was football.
And the city. The love story was him and the
Eagles.
city.
It was the Eagles. It was Philadelphia, the Eagles, and football.
Yeah.
That's you don't need any. That's all the love you need. That's so much love.
Right.
But you get to Hollywood, people go, oh no, but like who's gonna kiss? He can't kiss a football, and it's like, yeah, he literally can.
Yeah.
He literally can, and people would
have him kiss a football.
Have him kiss a football.
Yeah. Well, Jesus, I wanna watch this movie. I'm gonna go watch this movie tonight.
That's the best feeling ever.
Yeah.
When the guest says right after, I have to go watch this.
Yeah, I have to go watch the movie.
I mean, also, did you get you in the Super Bowl mood? Are you just ready for some football tomorrow?
Yes.
Dude.
Can't wait to watch them get boat raced.
They were getting boat raced. I mean, they were getting boat raced this whole fucking movie.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Other than that game.
Yeah.
Bro, also, so you want to know something? When he scores the game-winning touchdown, it doesn't go exactly like that.
Yeah.
Like, he runs down, and the guy catches it. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I remember it like, and the guy catches it, and it looks like someone else runs into him, or maybe his own player, and then the ball kind of bounces, and then he picks it or he kind of takes it from you know what I mean? It's kind of like one of those situations where it didn't happen like how they made it look in the thing,
right?
But he did score,
right?
That fucking happened,
yeah.
You know,
crazy.
That was unreal.
Crazy.
Can't believe he did that.
Wild. Good for him. It's impressive. It's genuinely impressive.
I get that this movie doesn't get high praise because it's not as good Rudy.
That's what.
And it's not an insult to this movie. It's a very good movie, but it's just Rudy's like one of the best movies of all time.
Yes.
And the storyline is just not good. It's like, hey, let's do Rudy, but in the pros.
Right.
You know, so which is why, in my opinion, why this doesn't get brought up as a heralded football movie.
Right. Well, it's just like the overall point of Rudy isn't him scoring the touchdown, and you know what I mean, which is
him getting the sack at the end. That's not the point of the movie.
No, the whole point of the movie is like, man, look at this fucking guy.
Yeah.
Who just tried hard and was all heart and was you know.
Yeah. This is like him getting that touchdown was like, whoa.
Yeah, he doesn't even really we don't really get into the football at Notre Dame till like halfway through the movie in Rudy.
There's no football till halfway through the movie.
Yeah.
There's no football.
Yeah.
And you don't even care.
Yeah. So see, that's Rudy. This is more about football, and Rudy's more about life. Not to say that this isn't about life,
because this is very heavy on the life
stuff.
Because when the one friend who lost the brother in Nam, I can tell that scene fucked you up.
Yeah.
Because that scene was real.
Yeah.
And that was life. That was. I mean, I thought this movie, tell me if I'm wrong, did a good job in showing the weight that football has on people's lives.
Yeah. It means a lot.
It means so much, bro.
Yeah.
And not just football, sports, because that's not just fair. Because I know what the Grizzlies winning a championship would do for the city of Memphis. That it would change people's feelings
about Memphis. Yeah, Memphis needs a win.
You need a win.
Yeah,
city needs a win, bro.
Too bad they're not getting out of the West. Heisman Post.